Bal konton bantaba. Yani bal bismillah YouTube online bantaba. So kalbe bismillah kotenke. Kajakono obviously my music will play because of this we bereaved. So okay, Melbe TikTok. Just hold on. Let me just set my background on Facebook. Okay. Okay, Mbari ngolo mbalte nono mbal jayla. Welcome to YouTube Online Bantabala. Okay, me mute le yarafam. Yo, me mute le. Okay, yarafam me mute le. So, I have to start it all over again. I think you guys can hear me. Assalamu alaikum, bal konton nabi. Aram salongo January karo till morning floor, the 22nd of January 2026. Just gone 18 past 8 in the UK, 18 past 9 in Germany and in France and other parts of Europe. Jesuma, be konton nabake. And it's all 18 past 8 in the Gambia. Mal konton again, another edition of Current Affairs show on YouTube Online Bantaba. Let's thank God that the rain has stopped today in this part of the UK, southeast at least. I don't know the other parts of the UK, Scotland and the northern part and others, but in this part at least, we had Samanya stopped. I was really pissed off with that. Almost 24 hours of non-stop rain. But today at least, dry weather, chilly, but quite fresh today. Here, the weather is quite fresh. Mbal konto na bake. Kalbe bismillah ko kacha kono. Ka fale ko denal be seden duala. Na dua sabante frey membanta. Kurudingo. Stafata jo. Alamane mani ko forkela e kolon ya announce be programme kono jam. Ko amin jodo yatale. So wala na ni nata ja wati wali ka dua dati alama ne mani ko sabante frey gole. Because in dunia as a dia nyawanya nyimu kulati mente bayla kata nyo nyalen ron bari momo be tasutula almatu kundila namina intra kukendola so me duwala te ani sabante freto malbi awa konte sa ho Gambia be kontona be moji be ka YouTube me duwala banko fana na Cairo la ani fana kambengo isaji Gambia fana se do go start alamam benga duwa wala beda whatever group you are part of. There is one thing that is a common denominator. Beden tamina wala beden ta Gambia lale. And ngamen beden ta Cairo la ngani la banko. It doesn't matter which group you are part of. Whether you are part of MPP or you are part of any of these opposition groups. Me nyanta do la pro Gambia ta nyato. Mboka yi nuy na len si platform bi. Comme démb ma ko annoncé tey tamit nañ am second edition of Current Affairs show si ñetti platforms yi ak ñu nekk si Palantir bi nuy naa leen yéen ñëpp ñu nekk si TikTok bi ñu nekk si Palantir bi si TikTok bi tamit nuy naa leen ñu nekk si Palantir bi on Facebook ak YouTube ñu ñëw seetaan si big screen nuy naa leen sarga naa leen bu baax a baax di leen gërëm tamit saa su ma ñëwee fii rek ngeen ñëw déglu loolu appreciate naa ko so ñu ngi ñaalalante jàmm di ñaanal suñu réew yi Gambia yàlla jàmm continuer fa yi ñaanal aji juti wi comme démb mu nekkoon fii kenn si suñu members yi ko xam ne ñëpp dañ ko dee dégg membe kéeri ñu ko wax kuru dingo moo gaañu démb ñu ko ñaanal yàlla xare ko àjjana I think it was in 2021 ma nekkoon Gambia di dem si campagne bi maa ñoom Keba Sabali tase nañ ko. I think we met him either in Albert Market or Brikama Market, one of the two. So I had the opportunity to see him. He's very jovial person. Waaye quite somebody ko xam ne bugg na réewam danga ko dee gis wax sax ba pare buggee wut dafa doylu. So façon nit yooyu nag dafa jafe Gambia si jamono bi. So ñu ngi ko ñaanal rek yàlla xare ko àjjana ak ñeneen aju juti yi comme lu ma wax si soose loolu tax su ma ñëwee fii ak lu ma yàkkamti dama commencé suma wax bi di ñaanal aju juti yi te loolu dafa am solo. Yaay Dramé ni Mbara ngi kontaan na. So whether it's the program in a quiet moment si ñaanal aju juti yi because so yee ñaanal aju juti yi yàlla moo yi ñun tam suñ demee ñu ñoo xam ne dañ leen bàyyi fii ñooñu tam dinañu ñaanal because ñaan am na nit koo xam ne am na ñoo xam ne dañ jegeñ yàlla soo ñaanal aji juti loolu mun na ko safe. So mbaal konto na baake be moo be tentu la baake fanan alkanal ka ñim platform la may ñaaming kono nga call la dole soto mo dole alert after the show ako ñanta ka na programme mix baake te kat na programme la may le harama walli si olof mu ne moom daf dee bugga déglu bantaba waaye moom soose am bi setut so mu ne léegi dama dee cabaxal ma dugga si soos e olof waaye dafa bugga daal pour ma dugga si olof tamit ma ne ko ok dina try loolu tax dama dee mix anglais bi léegi pour ñoo xam ne seen soose bi setut waaye at least bantaba man moom dama dee try di mix these two languages and I think I will continue to do that. At least thank God that man duma ñoominka because su fekkee ñoominka yi la ñoo mënu ñoo làkka olof waaye ñun jaaranke yi ñun we are very fluent in wolof jaaranke boo gis rek dégg na olof waaye ñu nekk si beneen side bi nag ñooñu seen olof bi daal dafa jéggi dayo daal dafa garaaw daal. So mbaringol mbal konton na baake wana dun kaca kono the janembe duna kaca kono I just have a statement to make. Ñim politiko kono ni bije ma easy nka fo janne bari ñu kule de me alon kon to lulem fangol bulala mo mam bula ñin na de is a on tol fangol choice lom because it's not a must that mo ñanta ka diamo gambe politiko kono dolbe Gambia le ben tra politiko kono be deyri amanke ko mam banko kanu dolbe deyri fa wolle banko kanu tolti yes ka diamo min wala ma min ko tele banko kanu mel man diamo dolbe je wolbo ka diamo wolle banko kanu tol diam laati sinya keme mezo kamola love for country question is not just because somebody can add social media like a diamo kale lafta la banko la mola contribution to development of the country it varies dol ka kenin dumal la dol ka diamole dol ka kenin kudol la bari mo la barako momenti alama ale tol bejo na barako la wala jena important e ka diamle bu ka diam bari ye banku kano sote sonda mako wala important banta ba lafta kukle na senende la jam sewu sedele mbuka na jam pour amanke na intention de pour ka mu belitol ntenga hadama de go buña baake because man sota la fon ate kontaan la hadama di ngoto mom hadama di go buña hadama di mo buña talati hadama di mo buña talati fo nga ñoo buña hani siata moti hani wulu dingo fo ñanta ka buña anum buña man na palaso la buña man na fankamani foire la e ka hadama di ngole buña not ay na fulo men soto wara palaso de babu nte se palaso ñim buña bara manke ko ngete buña la because be palaso le so alim be nga ñoo buña na mira ñal be fatolale bari mo nan ko platform di ama ko layatale nga remember what time moment be freedom what mo fo mom farman sambake alialo ne ko monga sulu name le use ngo for jana many times nina teri ma dole be kachala akonje ko sehu barite dahala nyim politiko la bang ngai mun keta akonje ko atol be talal be ñu castigate la online al be ñu fenkelate kar ketate ne because woto mon dol membe freedom ni ñu online platform do bu ka beng sort of rivalry la bi je malum be ngolon I want to give some historical perspective ndol be freedom dol na on crew ñun dol fana mbakang se dol kan dol jokon dol mu spoiler so leti dol wetti ñaaro la because there is one problem with Gambians, and I have recognized this a long time ago. It's not peculiar to Gambians, but the ingredient asiatan telekono because I had the opportunity to interact with Ghanaians and Sierra Leoneans, and to some extent some Nigerians at Bombay University in Sierra Leone. I did my first degree in Sierra Leone. So I'm Sierra Leone on long, not Ghanaian on long, and I have traveled in many countries in Africa. I had opportunity to travel in many countries in Africa. Nganna experience let's say amanke ko mem fa okay, because some people can misconstrue these things. Okay. Hadabadi go for experience share. Namibia, South Africa, Kenya. I na Kenyan friends also. But ndenga men cross ndol Gambia we are very, very, very reactionary to criticism. And this is across the board. And it's not even in the politics, even our individual relationships, outside politics, communities. Gambiano, we are very reactionary to criticism. Still, I don't know why. Monoma understand. Anung, but it a progress lano like Bantaba. Nindena Janko say who said the mountain to criticize la, but I'm not real. People have every right to criticize me. But what we have to also understand, I just want to explain Bantabala policy, the style, which I keep talking about. This petty issues online now for like explicitly clear than that in that technology. But Fengome Alongo is a major issue. It has a national dimension. I will always talk about that. That's why very more far at that within the 21-year-old girl. In fact, Mojama Malon, the yar for Mumbadi wallet. Later than not along Mumbadi wallet. It's my blood. Yo mem far forest below. 21-year-old girl, Fati Kondo. From my maternal side and interdentally. Afterward, I was talking to a member of the family. I could see I could see the resemblance from my paternal side, but I wasn't sure. But what from from body yemen so murola. But thank God, iko ye mutale, iko mele faro ke mutale be samba kan kiti wala. Iko Senegalese national law. Nte mala muna na nyunu mol mem be ka faro kete 9 out of them me faro fanan ko Westfield iko Senegal ko. I don't know why. Muka understand. But at least the comforting thing for me, the alleged murderer, ya mutali, and he has arraigned before court of law. And at least neo nyinte murlalang, but we hope justice will serve for the sake of her mother, her siblings, and the entire Gambia and the family at large. But wala nanga topic ko samananjang. Any national issue. So I want everybody to understand. And people will always question, okay, Sehu Sedeli ni UDP nkole nyinke abuka diamu. Sehu Sedeli UDP nkole ka nyinke la abuka diamu. Ni momo kandela political GB. Ninga sense ko we are not going to the right direction, I would say it. But if you are a professional, which I'm a professional, and don't remember, baby, there are a lot of professionals listening to me. There are a lot of professionals watching me. There is a way you will address an internal issue, which is different from an external issue. There's always a variance. It's just like your place of work. You are not happy with something there. Would you go online, Twitter or social media and start going against your manager? I don't think anybody will do that. Common sense doesn't dictate that you should do that. But you have an internal mechanism where you go and speak and air your grievances. I think everybody, this is common sense 101. I am part of United Democratic Party. If I am not happy with something, I would channel it internally. All right? But when I come to Bantaba, I will talk about in general terms. So I want other groups also to understand. If somebody in UDP does something, they have every right to go to their platforms and call us out. And no UDP members should be angry with that. Because the way, and there is what it says conflict of interest. I always talk about conflict of interest. But sometimes the understanding, there's limitation of understanding. Sometimes you cannot do justice to it. I'm trying to do a bit of civic education here because we have a problem. And Gambia problem is anonymous. Sometimes I try to Jamaba like a discourage Gambia problem sometimes. And I think it happens to everybody. Actually, the problems are huge. So conflict of interest requires, like, for example, if an executive member of United Democratic Party does something, he's a colleague of mine, there's a way I will handle that than if an executive member of another party. But that doesn't mean that I am Nkanyakazi UDP Kuala Lenkanyim. There's a very thin line here. And I think the fine line is all about conflict of interest. Nimu independent. I'm trying to, you see, sometimes it's very complicated. Nimu independent. Like somebody like Madi Jobate, somebody like Momodou Ndao, we're more independent already. That's why they have the latitude. Whatever group does something, they go and talk about openly because they are not. So let's say Madi Jobate Fongola Kafo Edward Francis Small teaching a la society group. There is a problem there. Most likely he will go and take that internally. He will not take that to social media. I understand what's it. I'm part of United Democratic Party. Let's say, for example, lawyer Boriturala issue. I spoke to Keba Sabali about this. Keba knows. Keba Sabali is my colleague. But Bori is a member of UDP, is an internal example. There's a way I will address that, for example, if an executive member of NPP does something. But what the other group should also understand, really is, if UDP member does something, then NPP have every right to go and do it. The other political parties have followed. So I want us to understand this. Amankeko, I talk about other groups and I wouldn't talk about them. And unless we don't understand these permutations, we make things very intricate for ourselves. And we try to blame other people. But there's one problem in Gambia. It's not even a problem. Meda voleleko, jamano jamana ana kuma kuta, ana word kuta. During the struggle, there was one famous word. Those of you in the struggle, can you remember? Menka use no online radio tobacco. Can anybody remember? Okay, just like somebody said, the issue of Bakari Baji, Mari Jobati did not talk about it. You know why? Mari Jobati's sister is married to Bakari Baji. Thank you, sister. That's a very good point. Ala padium letter thing, Mboga Mari Jobati Jakadiam, because a Bari Musol Befutuka, conflict of interest. There's a way to solve, because Nakabe Dunaji from Dosamir, Hanata Betonya Fogan, Dosamir about Fasarol. So, we're on a conflict of interest. Entities that you are part of need a crisis, sometimes there's a way to address the issue. Na independent car freedom. Then I will have the latitude to have cold data assess UDP and I'll talk freely, ni NPP and freely. So there's a difference, but nikita partizanti. Amanke kombe falsa rolla. Then Melwe Dogola United Democratic Party, they know that I do speak my mind. They know that. All right. And the kalimo dolwi de na fota nda support la hanata nibe party killing because nkafule diamo anyanta ka nyinya ise kamfa nyawnya diamo nyanta ka nyinya safero anyanta ka betea right but ni online buru hahal ni ñi fenkolu man suma yon neko fa te ken du musuma dugal ni wala ngam fanyo politiko la fa ngam fanyo politiko la ngata na hajo topoto balinde dunnaji all right but love it the other critics I understand because yesterday I discussed something here na colleagues all they were not na ex-colleagues all they were not happy about it all right but I had a conversation with one of them privately because there was an issue one time I am commanding nakachata privately then defana nakachata I try to explain my side afana yala side explain lafta na moli men understand wala nyintiko nibe entity kono there is a limitation in which you can handle that issue because it's better ite for recuse from that issue yabla moduli afo maybe justice they will do justice to that all right bandol UDP ngol fana nyante men understand and I have always said this UDP supporters should not be angry at people criticizing us. Outside the purview of insults, near Neng, where is the zero tolerance. Moma nyana nenduro fa manka UDP da mati. Hani baro manyana nenna. Mole manyana nenna fa. Harama di manyana nenna le flat. Nenduro wokan nakata anywhere, it should be condemned head on. But criticism, more beleng anta criticize la. But it dolu bigi help ya for UDP ya kamfa. False allegation of the party, yes, we should not tolerate that. But kafoko moten criticize la. Come on, let's be serious. So nindol nata man sakundadu. Megala nyadi le. Man sakundal member Europe the Labour Party every day. Prime Minister Keir Starmer every day. Journalists all back criticize la. British people are criticizing. But average Gambian fongole man lafi criticism la. Inen Gambian no se dia nya. Lungu mena follow ya criticize wolo na follow abe kam fale kam. Generally, mafo mobi. But what is responsible for this? Muna nkan tariya lam fongolu jela criticism la. Why? Constructive criticism has to happen. It should take place. But we are very, very reactionary. And the famous word I may use before, well, opinion, but the famous word is hypocrite, nafiko. Ale amelente se wuse lika fo modo nafiko. I would say this is hypocritical. The act is hypocritical. But in mo kuma nenga ite mo nafiko. Mafon namanake but I can count. Because ningon namanake, I could be wrong. But I'm very, very careful calling somebody a hypocrite. You know why? People, Gambiano daltalale. But who are you to call somebody hypocrite? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, almost sister la words already. Sister can use another Monday. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala damale hadamadingo long. Hey, iteka modo muta mo kendoti, Allah ya wala jawiyata mo beti. Iteka modo muta mo kurmoti, Allah ya wala beti ata mo kurmoti. But Gambianolu, ninni moma agree, ngo nafi kolam. And it irritates me. I can't irate me back, but I cannot undo it. Nyemu paka nyari borleti. Because ilafita Gambianol kalafi monela. Ni ite fasa dorong ito lafita menela. Ite trawoto. Ite you cannot be in between. You cannot have that balance where you would want to assess things objectively. And no more have to call access objectively. You cannot be lopsided in your analysis. Unless if you want to be very subjective. But if you want to be objective, then you cannot be one-sided. That's why sometimes I come out here and I will say things that some members of the UDP would not like. Kamen kawandila kamen kere nita na memberot. Ni alma member kawandola. mbe almamol la me alon ko bari nga fo man almamol be fo bari ma almamo dolu fo ko dolu bi je wol kata karakile na la bari tala ustaz bunjenna moñol mel yalon ko hata de late hata bojam ami siso bojam fama wol mu kendo leti wol mu alfa leti woli horomo ye fangol buña wol mantra na fulolo no makam woli alanya silango sotol ni wol be kawando la ni bela may kawne ka fo biwa bentel so alinga try let's understand the dynamics ndeni UDP ko kuke I will frown upon it, but I will not just come here and a full program because that's a conflict of interest from my side because I'm part of United Democratic Party. But that doesn't mean I'm condoning it. And on Momo Conte, I'm not fair. Well, I accept that because maybe I can't be fair to everybody. Maybe Modol can be for to your opinion. And that's fair enough. But ndalanga program ko janne ni Lamin Anta Jaju prior to 2021 kafo dole lota jam and we call for group only strong UDP group all long. But we did a program on Bantaba and condemned that such acts. All right. So we just got to be fair. Left it out people to understand. And if any other opposition platform now feel ko mbesel la jele nte berembe struggle ko non kata APRC la platform moto berembe freedom ye invite ye modol kon kanata antata je jibril fadi ye wala invite opposition party yol be jang nale ni nga feel ko mbed jona la platform moto I will join there and I will have a conversation with you mature conversation just because me UDP le doesn't mean that I'm going to burn bridges between me and another person because in political baby tambelale I'm not going to burn bridge with anybody. Funny after you want to burn bridge with me. But for me, ni mota kuyala ni political. Okay? Thank you, Sisla. I always condemn, I always say UDP, we should not do that. But if you, that is the thing, if you say something, they will. And I want to explain something here. Because private conversation, I'm not going to the details of Nimodo Menkacha, so it's not fair. That would be very irresponsible. But I will take in general. Love it, the entities all understand. B. Sisla Jadam. Let me take him as an example. Because Atebena domain letter, the UK, it's part of UK chapter. So inside Italo as an example. Intela Kiamanoti. So inside Talo as an example. So Ninsisla e kuke. Hey, alinga tonya for me UDP to bondila no tonya de. Binisisla tata, for example, I audio bondi I nendiro mafa I but example I nendiro. Ni molgo UDP ngol be nendiro to UDP ngol be fon bondila no je nyadi. I want somebody to answer that question for me. Because now political is so polarized right now. And wala na birim bahum. Let me ask you, bahum. I palasolo so NPP ba. Bahum has no executive position in NPP. He's not an official of the government. He has no portfolio in NPP executive. He's just a militant, a supporter. Maimuna Balde walka kodo diala akata kamul attack. Nala kodo banda Maimuna Balde nala bago biko kodo katu fare Maimuna Balde la bago. Maimuna Balde la kodo wakatu kodi paketo la katu wakono dron. Maimuna Balde. NPP la Maimuna Balde. Nimenda Gambia sulla Samsung yeta ya be Samsung diesel mais mona balde la o kalpe o men katra dala kodo la katu ko no tron kodo droit enen dusano fanan always kodo katra bulli dusano bar wo bebe stop la nimbaro bata presidential dusano always kodi paqueto la katra bul ntema la ka kodo bondi dane so may mona balde is like that so atela ka nyin dindingol fenki abe kodo dile duma okay birim bahum ya kiyankolu neng ke alinga son toñala fondo le man lojam ko NPP ngol ben ngul nenka so nim bahum yi ga ke nka NPP kan ndiroke so nim dol fana mo dobe UDP mo be alonko a framansa ta UDP ma fo nyim fake account on mele alonko ka UDP yes wo fana mo to nyare dol be je kata ka UDP la logo ke la Facebook ko de ka molu neng is a tribal fengol ke bari ba useno lental wol fana so total let's be honest and maybe fana dol fana kata le ke la profile ke barola fengol te kamo it's not one side okay so ning mo faramansan ni UDP mo be yalo UDP way kuma fo me yalo ko is out of the ordinary is unpleasant so nim mo na de ko UDP ngol be no ntol UDP ngol kan ha let's not attack the institution of it then we have to be consistent woto nim bahum yafo ali nga fo bahum ali nga fo NPP what is good for the gosh is good for the ganda but this fairness wala ntol la problem oti lafta fa sarola and you know what I take a lot of joy in ninga programme ol kajang ngatan kaje platform do fana kunum ñin programme si fala kata membe kering anu ni ma fo ñala ibe ñin fasa role le fokan ane ñin unnecessary fight ila panelist oli wala kata la programme to kunum tebe Angleterre jante fo malo non kolona somebody alerted me to it ko ñunu fana de talking about and they were talking about gamenol na ñi nga fasa role ko be gamen fo jang to ñame yalon ka be la karola ya fasa just because somebody is your friend around tele ko bari ma different la ndala ñim banko se lo tilimo kamba so nit ñi gikol man faling Gambia du dem fen te moy dega it's not even in politics it's even in our social settings politiko a farman santa wala to ka fole all the time nim mo ronta iko ba refetal la ha bari ten intene wala ya foko ha bari baro fana na mul ka kele hey that doesn't justify it let's be serious barola mol yake is wrong nindella mol yake is wrong nimodo la mol yake is wrong what is wrong it will always be wrong it can never be right just because of something else if we are serious it's just like let me give you an example akam tale ko ndefana mitala ngata suna roke I be a fraudster ngake tapale modi ko molka yalo molbe yake mel kata suna rola molbe yake mel kata tapale yak molbe yele molka 419 ni Nigeria nol kata WhatsApp ol te ka mol ad ikatara ikamol call ya fo ko e group meeting wala sota be mo tapale so mol ko kele fo ite fana ba fo le wote ne fana nyanta kelale so nide nenduro ke just because barola molka nenduro ke so that's right are you listening to yourself how does that make sense so that is wrong the fact that barola mol yake doesn't justify your actions ni tata ala ya ita fala ko biko karile yake ndefana mbakena akam dalo ko ni mo do sunya roke wara mo assault physically wala hani jan law me seatale wala na law for even self defense there's a fine line ni mo nate ya yalo ni sumu nate ya kabi attack le ifan defend but ni amari alaman tankala fate bulu ibe charge la wala yes under many countries all the law wala nkanyi conversation sama nanja for us to understand and when you fasaro abe groupol beleto amanke group kilinde imagine kununte comfortable that's fine but you know it's okay I have no problem with that they're still my friends I don't care not care but I don't hold grudge against anybody and ndemo commentator online I'm a pundit I'm an analyst yes people have right to go and analyze my diamo on their platforms I have no problem with that because in the public space in India, those shit are online, not diamo from record. People can even record my. I have no problem with anybody recording me, because look, I have nothing to hide. Because more ni wakil they not a damn public ni more record. You should not have any. There should not be any hoo-ha about that. Okay, because if I'm public right now, more the record can people are recording me WhatsApp, don't screen recording can right now. Me in the it's fine, and the onus is on me to be careful to try to defend nothing of him for young. Then if I become irresponsible, then that's on me. So my program that can I want clarity on this because left at the other groups to understand that there is a limitation to which I can come after the wrongs of United Democratic Party within our mates, not because I cannot do it, but because of conflict of interest part. Because Nini Mobe do Kuala, there is that thing. So in fact, it's better for them to analyze it. They will have the free flow to do it in detail because there's no conflict of interest there. So love to let you understand. So if you think that anybody in UDP is doing wrong, go to your platform and talk about it. And I don't think any of us should have a problem with that. All right? But I told you for a Ning Kuketa Allah side, allow Sehu Sedeli to come here, Nafo, where you think that I am unfair with you, you can react. And please feel free to join Bantaba. I'm not going to stop anybody from coming here. You saw Aduboy comes here. Aduboy is NPP. All right. And Aduboy Nana Rajamba advice la Kukelina. Anyanta stop la kafo mo le nitata Gambie be arrest la le titenteng. Na broda Aduboy nate be lamay kan abula. O kuma ka wol bondi da kono. Mante kuma ka njene ni be jam fa kunum fa ngafo nyala le. Because ye Gambia je gone are those days when the police will start. Police only exclusive rights to the kafo ko be jumal arrest le be jumal mutal. Ni America Sehu said li nga loi tinyale. Ni for the Gambia they have every right to call me for questioning. Police only sembo sotole. Then they would tell me nga loi tinya nga muna tinya loi to. Then that is on them. Bari moja tara diaspora jang kome wo wotu mo APRC kufenbe ha ni tara ha kari binale ya NIL code andum because inyanta careful la wala munela hana tarete mo mari bole ning wo tombeta wo mari futata ya arrest ite toti senela no jeba fo lete la bole andum mene mena kele la problème oti gambinol ba fo la ko itele ka molu ya snitch itele ka molu di authority sol and lolu reputation bobu nonu ku nek den ko wara daw because nguur bu nek dafa je hey adama baro nguuram dina je baro fa ya fole de ako ate fana lumina be kala former president walti and ate over manke wo safe kala foko ba abe kala wato menna ndol la fita ke 2026 ni ndol wolon ndol ngani yodi bar ala be menkela ala la yalo ko ala la ko mo bukate dictate bar ndol lafta mo la game on December 5th baro la president ya dang January na laji usino dabo kalendi wolon to la ngani yoti ndol UDP ngol be la fil wol ñim pati dol fanam wol fanana ngani yo munele yela mokedi momo ila ngani yo ni tara UMC wol fanam ba fala talib le alama talib yake president wati ni tara sobe ya wol fanam ba fala alama esa fal yake president wati doy ba fala la fita honde bo Halifa Salala or somebody because doy ko ngame la second congress obe kala ñing sibitole because in the first one e ko man quorum soto and e ko man la fike la constitutional tinya. You know one thing with doy they are very principled. E go la constitutional loi men ke mala fo le tinya la e ko ni mo modolti they could have gone ahead and proceeded with their congress but ya jele ko la constitutional provision ko certain number of people attend this nyanda tala jele so they wanted to safeguard that provision of their constitution. Wala na jarete fo they aborted that congress and they're going to spend money again. Thank you so much, NSIBCC. Thank you for your comment. Abarakabaki. So me kachala jarek for clarity nga samana wala. Wallahi ma samana jam pro coming to start another brouhaha. I just want clarity on this. Ninde ni mobe UDP ni asoto ye kuke. Just 3 days ago, at all malong, I addressed an issue internally in UDP because ye safirole kinyenang amambete. But ma forward more because there is one thing with me, mboga forwarding ke. Because nigga forward rocket phone, you are spreading that. Nde ma forward mo biri ya kinte nde nimme ya soto membi je nga mari engage na katata na faygo nyimbola. Well, you know, that's an internal thing. But Amari was also honest, which I really admire. Because the model of Afala content, Afala nimu AI leti nimu fenkete, but admit telekatele. But na commandi dumale, and there are a lot of people doing similar things online. Okay, so media more than now. Let me shift the gears to more substantive issues right now. I've done a lot of rambling. Okay, and apologies for the rambling, but sometimes it's necessary. Right. Let me now talk about namera na fendola si a Facebook bi NPP baro kata mintole NPP la biro membe bundunga kunda ye scheme ola start je iko kana loan scheme na diam musolle, and this Saturday they're going to launch that, and iko musu ite lafta pour ko julo soto woto ite nyanta kala NPP quality. So barona na mulu politics of inducement ya datile karte fawo tapale ya be start la sign. How come this loan scheme was not launched last year or year before last? No, because election wasn't looming. Sign karte fawo la sita. So Gambia musolu ibaja la dol bitala je ibe fam forosé la hani manke NPP tira NPP la card use yeta ye kodo dia. But one thing is clear. Ni momo ite mari you're serious. You can still get this loan and you ila carte wetele tamu. Ni tata carte fay sansan kono yo kena reka fa neka. Mun nga jël xaliss bi so la nexé ñu ne loan la da ñew leb jigéni way jigéni NPP rek la ñoo leb nak jigéni UDP bokkuñ jigéni GDC bokkuñ. So that means da nga am NPP membership card ñu dem ñu jox la loan way yo kena yaay duga ci police station bi polling booth bi tiel xaliss bi so la pare nga dem sanal kenen. Why dégg naa tamit ne NPP ñu ngi ro mang la fongola baroma la fongola. So when you vote buying this politics of inducement, launching this scheme, kamusolu donto kodola, is all part of the strategy. And Barrow has got enablers like Maimuna Balde, Sidi Nyaka Jomjai, and the list goes on. Ibelom, itolekata they are actualizing this. Najele la statement of Funtita, iko minister soli invite J, NPP la chairperson olu anila council olu. So ni sibito 24th of January le bolo la bundunga kunda NPP la birot. Karefayo sida tapale ya be kuma seta sign. Wala nangafa leko. Sisla wolu bari nga sisla call out janning be tarla janning param alinga na energy sol be divert nga make sure nga monitoring ke on the ground nga jibe be barola ni tapale yal stop la nyame lolu mo gëna am solo baro bala kuryal ke kanne because Saiko Gambia is the safest country in West Africa. Nga jele malo njuma lefana yo statistics bondi. Nga je headline auto. Iko Gambia, in fact, for number 4 in the all of Africa, but West Africa, Gambia is ranked number 1. Juma Leo statistics if bondi. You know, and now newspapers are carrying this as a headline, and people have run away with, they're running away with this. They are saying Gambia is very safe. But yemu parameters la use, yemu variables la use, because ndolla banko fongo kanda no for foreign forces or like Adama Baro kanda. Iko Gambia is safe. How does that add up? So if Gambia is the safest country, my question is, economic kamune nyiri Gambia. So Gambia is the safest country. So what is economic doing in Gambia then? This is what this so-called whatever report malon jumalebe nying kom of malam fona korina jira no le mantra nying kom about. Iko Gambia rank what? Number 1 in West Africa and number 4 in Africa. And here Gambia, civil servant or form, they should not be involved in politics. But hanin na jam platform or nga NPP modola jabe dokola Gambia embassy mfonga la sistalom akadabula politiko kaka NPP. But she's a civil servant. She albe Senegalese la mol jelele embassy or te ikata politiko ikoka past defle support. Hey Gambia, we have a problem. But in Gambia, we have online platform or embassy official or maila ke ofolo je na broda suntuture. But if you are a civil servant, you should not be openly campaigning for NPP. It is wrong. And untol men ni kaben platform oto please nal ni benda platform oto ala fo ko ite fom ibele do kola sarato tinyakanne. Yes, isina no le yedi amu Gambia ko but you should not be campaigning for NPP. Yes, you should not be campaigning for NPP. It's wrong. And do kola sarato manda. Civil servants al canal dabula openly. You have your choice. I'll tell a choice only. I'll just all gonna because Allah palaso le gadla alieta ali katofay baroy. But you should not be advocating for NPP online. It's against the code of conduct. So to regatara jani aka audio blabe baro fasakam. Bari minute na sister high commissioner nyinta reprimand la. Because he be able to have Suntu is a top guy in NPP. He has a close relationship with Adama Barrow. Minister Hanila call out la. Minister Bafola Haninga Ninke. But ndol platform operator sol, ndol lefana nyanta lonna ko. Civil servant na join tela online. The first question an yininka faiko. Ite fo mo civil servant oldi. Isina je diamu Gambia ko generally like ni migration ko be caring natural disaster keda or kukera bankokang or you want to clarify something about Gambian community in London, yeah, that's fine to talk to the media. But to come and be campaigning for NPP, that's a no-go area. In Dolanyin Banko, we have a lot of issues. We have a lot of things to sort out. Sign tolbe damenteng, deyo be keri. deyoɓe keri kunkilen tamalal mbita kan doko why no go area fonga men foy mamoy fe mangale kawmoy ite men ga fo boma 21 iko why no go area. If you are a civil servant, you cannot go online campaigning for NPP because civil servants should not be openly involved in politics. That's what I said. So you cannot go to a platform. You are working at the Gambia High Commission in London, or you are working for Gambia government. You go there, Buffalo, Hanteka NPP le support, Baro is this, Baro is that, Baro Ketajanale, Baro Sambatanjai Tajani. No. Open discussions, yes, you can take part. Gambia ko, Gambia ning crime keta Gambia, or alia feel ko kule Gambia me alonko, we can all talk about it. Go general discussion on yes, every Gambian can take part. But kataka campaign ko Baroe. Okay, Sane Balamanko on Global Peace Index, Gambia is ranked number 2. But Sane Balamang, na news later headline road, Gambia is the safest in West Africa. Go to Dallas, West Africa. We have a country, me along with the president of Gambia soldier role from Bukakanta. Senegalese soldier role Kakanta. Economic be Gambia 9 years. And in Go Bankole safe to West Africa. So Gambia is safer than Ghana. But Ghana ma economic strategy. Gambia is safe to Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leone ma economic sort of Sierra Leone. So how does that add up? Somebody can explain. But they are making this as, is it 82nd? Am I getting this wrong? No 82nd. But in a newspaper. Okay, you can clarify it for me. In a newspaper. But you go Gambia Malum for, oh, is it 82nd in Africa? But what did they say? Is it 4th in West Africa? Am I mixing up? Maybe somebody can call me and rectify. Because maybe call Jahasika. Nana Fejina headline auto. So go subhanallah. What maybe if I got that wrong. So Gambia is number 4 where? Yeah, not 4 jelly. I didn't clarify. Because y'all don't this kind of garbage. I'm booking attention from page back. You know. What I am so preoccupied with, I'm praying every day. Currently in 2026 from IC, I wouldn't believe my ears. Adam Barrow is out. But we have a lot of work to do. All right. So maybe now I'll call I'll say clarity. So maybe I got it wrong. But now you're more Buffalo course number 4. So is it that we are 82nd? No, but anyway, I'll wait for the callers to call in and clarify that. So the other topic, Lafta Menkachala, well, we have 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months to election. Well, you can join now, Madam Sane, if you want to clarify this. You can join now. Moderator based you can join. Yeah, you can join now if you want to clarify this point. But we are on this point, you can clarify this, and then we can moderator. Madam for moderator with Sino Labang. Maybe we can say Selendi. Now they okay. Fatsen Sabali from Bijan. Madam Fatsen is okay now. Fatsen. I hope you are okay, Fatsen.
Where is this record coming from? Because I looked at the global index report for 2024. Yeah, and the Global Peace Index states, and I'm looking at it as I am speaking to you. And if anybody wants to please have a look, you can download it. It's absolutely free. And it states that the Gambia is 82 position
in the world.
I didn't see anywhere it states that it is
82 in where? In what context?
Hold on. So because this is a global
No. Okay, before we go to that, Madam Sane, in newspaper Gambia to let me report because I saw some
newspaper in Africa.
Exactly. Gambia is number 4.
4 in Africa.
And number 1 in West Africa.
Is it?
Something like that, no lady. Because we are number 1 in West Africa, but we are number 4 in Aitamoji.
No, I think 4 didn't read it, but I thought it was an error because we didn't think I read. I saw 82nd. But I looked at it in the main domain, which is the global sector. So
Okay, Gal go more. So but let people clarify because take a friend anyway, what is clear is Iko Gambia is number 4 in Africa because no NPP more be kibir kan. Iko Gambia man safe, but I feel Gambia rank number 4 in Malomnia in the whole of Africa.
Well, natural William, why did we even need him for William? Why did we even need economic here?
There we go.
In fact, economic nata, 2 days after, we had another one, Minnat, about some peacekeeping conditions. So I think it's just waste of money for us. If we
No, but Madam Sane, as long as Adama Barol be Gambia president yala, economic whatever Gambia.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you guys, Adama Barrow will be president yala Gambia. Hanata economic be 20 years like la Gambia, as long as they have the funds to take care. And when you give economic finance, it's good for them because Senegal, in a way, Gambia will be joking. So it's going to take good chunk of their wage bill. If Gambia is paying for this Senegalese troop, you think Senegal will not enjoy that, Madam Zane?
I know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. But anyway, Nimbi left Ajela, they can go to page 80 and it's free for you to just look at it on online. So they are typed.
Yeah, ego ngamol jebe comment ego fort, Gambia fort letter in Africa.
Well, the newspapers all the wonderful. So Malon Naka, what it is in Africa, because I'm not looking at the African one, I'm looking at the global one.
Yani ye Ismaila Cisse jele sa te fanan ko sukuta lon Singapore. No, yalo you know they are taking us they are you know they don't have no respect for us.
Yeah. About the transformation. Come on, honestly, it is shameful.
No, it's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Okay, let me go for now.
Okay, thank you, Madam Sane. Thank you. Okay, whatever ranking that Gambia have, until we care less because Tongalo is gonna bank on secure. There are a lot of gangs in the Gambia. So in Gambia, you have to be very careful. It's not safe either Makatama. Sunyarobe wajabiri Bangkok. Crime rate is going up on the surge, is increasing. All right. So whatever data they are playing with, where is it material to us? Okay. And whether it's about travelers or whatever, Gambia is safe. So until we should not play with that. Okay? Gambia is ranked 55 globally and 4th in Africa for peacefulness with global peace. Gambia is going to let peaceful the global anyway, let's not worry about this index because Gambia we have a long way to go. We are not proud of anything. Whether Senegal will be found enjoy now. They are celebrating. They are successful in many fronts. Until we are stagnant. We are funta like neck. So new mom, Nanyaka feel fool ourselves. Ya jameni award also jama he was this a peace Franco Diala Adam Barrow about Commandula most peaceful president abita award tala but this doesn't translate kantola balunyal falling kagamino la balunyal falling even an institutional wafikan you understand andum fenne mantara tamaka wo banko ko wala ninga mol muy ka fo barola success baro fo mo nek Gambia can somebody tell me because ni silolu ikaka silole data thanks to OIC ni silolu fo de that ni ya jame mani OIC lobby because ya jame le ni OIC sil lobby your sister I will check later mbe ya kinya na WhatsApp women mbe wala use kan on TikTok I will check thank you so much so Adam baro man feng sienano anu nga jibe mulka for baro ya katala baro ya mun under baro has there been any company established in Gambia Adu boy ni bel la moy kan fe be palanterol to bang you can call here and tell me for baro bira sita for there has been any establishment of a single parastatal all right wala gena kumayad ntoliya bari me banko na banko be tembo men to sainteng until we are stagnant Ahmad Ba is coming out. Kowatela presidential ambition is still there. Moto was Toplano, but that is between them. All right. Avani Adama Barrow for he's not going to mortgage Atela desire for presidency to Adama Barrow. But that is up to them. Womila hajolity until la hajute woto. Ahmad Ba ni alafite lo ni kaneng lo until la hajutije. All right. Ntol men important wolom. Ntol nga Adama Barrow for bondi in bland. So saying I want to come to Mina Gambian will address la. Gambian wulu alanga balafa soto nyimbanko e. Fontol dum Senegal ol muna nawlele muka sinka Senegal jibi how they are progressing. Kunun ko mbet TikTok la moy kan. Kendin kilin non kala voice shootele. Mala fi ka to fajam. Ha ndewo kay baroy continue. Baroy continue. Man 2031 on Baroy continue. But the buke nyinga what reason is Baro why you want Baro to continue? Yes, momo ni la choice lom. But in the Gambia kokante jahalle Gambians we are divided on tribal lines. Tribalism ka work Gambia jorona Senegal alnga Senegal nyinga mana tribalism ko work Senegal. Mana Senegal tribalism ko work je ban tolla banko kan tribalism ika molu je ka Baro support because of tribalism. Tribalism sa waja bita nyimbanko kanne. Tida bobo ki jere ni mbara be kondon si fatam fanso a wajabita Gambia la ambuka wok Senegal bari dolla banko kaga wok jeel koni ala nga bala faso na banko e ala nga banko bondi Adama Barrow bulu Barrow cannot take this country and I will keep repeating myself nganyim fojanne Barrow can only be president in a country like Gambia. Barrow hani Senegal atekala meyo tiji. Hey, Senegal, they always go for excellence. They strive for excellence, Senegal. Adama Barrow type, hani meyo ya Senegal atakelati. Muna nantolka song we go for mediocrity. Wala na Gambian we always go for mediocrity because abemu nyi fanja reality. Ndema lafi. Ngo, if you don't support Ba Usenu, what stops you from supporting other candidates? But it's not a must that you have to support Ba Usenu. It's choice. But why should we always settle for mediocrity, Gambia? Birabota Alaji Sadauda Kareba Jawrap. Ndolman President Sodomeano Gaisafuko, the person is up there. Now, at international scale, na diameter, we'll be proud of ourselves. Alingam for Yininka. Adama Barrow Natantola London Janne. Ite NPP Ngomen Benjibe Kanjam, Biriani Tony Blair Sita. Iba Yininka kan, I've got questionable jabino. Fete Mamalu Foma Bang. Nila President Tata international scale. Iba Yininka kan, I've got cool jabino. Adama Barrow Tata Brussels. NDP meeting wala. Otumani UDP mankuyade. Ye session soto. Pour kata Gambia la. Ka presentation okay ko forum to president wala nyantana la ji Adama Barrow kulaba ya ko Amadou Sané eta biko moneketa tubabo kama moy Barrow ta fa explain la no and yalo woto banke yalo Barrow is very fluent in Mandinka Wolof Sarahule fla ni local languages Barrow is mamra moba compete la banko kan bare Brussels Mandinka kama mo buko foto sura ka buko foje Sarahule kama buko foje mbima buko foje okay oto angale kam la fo so Baroma angale kam moy Baroma fa express no so ako Amadou Sané eta Baro sita la hotel lot bare bribe meeting wala in France Biriko idara meeting wala France no mena Baro the first day Baro ñetti Abdoudou ma NPP ngol mantra Baro to ñekande birim Baro ya fallo nga mana ñetti Abdoudou fo wolum alaji kontele wo ñetti Abdou Karay yalo ale bula nga mana si tonye demanding sometimes fo nga tonye demanding kabri ala Baro ya ala kuneo duma ñetti Abdou tije So nyati addu alaji kontele wo karai because he ko president long ha baro sa nyanta fe nyala male dunna whatever. So luma na yo do wolu nakawo man ninka bafo mundu male suo kuta man nyu sute. Ali I remember a lot of famous mansalingo muntu male suo kuta wolu na fo but wo he participated but Brussels meeting o bring EU ambassadors and this diplomats ko president and I presentation of for NDP baro man taji ako Amadou Sane etate represent what ko angale ko mamoy hey mantara yalong ñimmu kulukan sumonalati Gambia ala nañi ñoo jaw ya nga continue doron nga tu ñoo si kelo la drang and we always settle ndeka molje diaspora janne billahi yalo hadama di ko fon complex molu be je ke famole ko they are independent bari ka barole support nte I studied human psychology de bobu kantene neno mol ke famol ke ñim platform ko ha tellement fenke fan they are pseudo supporters of NPP. And on a pseudo support of NPP, wala fang dangerous the NPP supporter lati. Ni pseudo supporters of NPP, it will let dangerous to the likes of Aduboy. Because Aduboy won not allow Jarama table NPP like Abukama. But you know, men they are it all foreign friend. Hey, they are NPP supporters. I have my connections. And at the diaspora, I have connections with government. I do talk to the nations. Mo jamabe diaspora ja ike fongol commanding platform to dolbi ji mafodol ike fongol ko they are independent. They are not independent. They are supporting NPP and they want Barrow to stay in power. But yalo menkante jahali. Look, if we and they always invoke this idea is this is democracy. Yes, we know it's democracy. We cannot more teach language democracy. We know the meaning of democracy. We know people have choice. But there is one fundamental thing that I'll come in miss Fanam. In as much as you want to invoke the democracy, every well-meaning citizen should wish your country to be successful and have a credible leader, have a good leader, have a leader as a lono international stage, a Gambian agenda wafi for the betterment of the country. If you are a good citizen, but not just because I don't want Mr. X to be president. Even Hanatara, we have mediocre. Adama Barrow is a mediocre leader. You know, man Jutwala. Adama Barrow not at a global forum. Can he have well-meaning dialogue with some of these leaders? You know he cannot. Man Jutwala, hey, look, he has limitation. Nim local language lam. And in Mansalin 4, Moman Barrow no wala Gambi. Ni wolom he will have sumakun laube. Unless sumakun laube degree, excellence lonne, or ranking lonne. Barrow will excel. Ni diamolal kono Gambe ni politician on ni mote Barrow compete la Mansalin 4. Ka Mansalin o damma fo ka fon ka fenke anin ka tumul teli na kamul garawale kamul fenke. Then Barrow would become the best president in the world. But ninko al nga diam policy la. Nga diam substance la. Nga bankola progress jibe. This is the country, you know, Gambia to me alongo. Almost 80 of our children died, AKI. And niti fate nañ ko legi. Hey, yalon deka Gambia social media je. Acts of hypocrisy. Let me use Sislala famous word. We see on these platforms every day, there will never be 2 days somebody will not talk about the 3 years, but I was saying 3 years. Teisa, I was listening to a program from somebody Munyo Garawale, where Jaro Situru UDP. Wow, Hamna Nyuko fee. Every other day they will talk about that thing. But do you hear them talking about the 80 babies that died of AKI? Fatananko. These migrants, do they talk about it? Funko wahe, few or 4 days. But this Bausedo Landiam of Hamomohane Kubuga Baro Watches, every other day they will remind us on that. That one and the death of the babies, which one is more severe? But you will never hear them talk about that. Baroye Mola Kordata, Chief Justice La Korda, they have forgotten about that. What happened to the Jane commission assets all wax bobu no faté nañ ko tay sax gala meli yalon koy fundite ko be Gambian la right fight kan they samba court, but who is talking about them? Hey, Gambia is a very funny country. Tay Aliuba, Kemo Fati, and Omar Kamara appeared in court for yesterday long for 2 days ago, but it was reported today on Kerfado. Ibe kitio la sai. Bari nyunume ye mutata nyi Gambia funding to Aliuba, Kemo Fati, and Omar Ibe Gambia no la kerola. Bari bi jumal ka nyula right fight online. On all these TikTok platforms, who is fighting the right? But they were giving clap. They were celebrated here when Gala came out. And that Gala, the emphasis was because they thought Alaji Usiru Dabo and Uncle Amadou Sane and UDP ministers were going to be found wanting because of the Jame assets. And to be fair, some people even thought Ami Bensouda was also going to be implicated. Because Gambia more like kele agenda fatatale. Dol be dol kele kan dol be dol kele kan wol fana they wanted Ami fana implicate woto dol be wol afta ba usenu implicate woto nga molje online jana TikTok suto dutala itara online iko masi ñom se husedili duñu waxati legi mom UDP is finished because ñu ne legi UDP leaders ñu ne dañ leen implicate si asset well affaire asset yi kan mako wax legi since the parliamentary inquiry sort faté nañ ko xam nga lu da faté ñu faté ko wallahi to the UDP officials moo nekkoon si list boobu noonu ma wala ndiga su fekkee ne UDP people were in that list ben tey ñu ngi discuss loolu just like ben tey ñu ngi discuss 3 years on these platforms. Hardly a day would pass somebody doesn't talk about this coalition. Wow, Mr. Dabo moo yaha coalition bi Mr. Dabo moo tax Barrow sax toog fa Mr. Dabo moo wax ne ku bugg a yóbbu Barrow court. Why? We lost 80 babies here out of AKI. You are not talking about that. That is more serious. That's more consequential. You're no longer talking about Jammeh assets because UD people are so far clean in that. So people are just going, you know what? We want to fight against certain people, clique of people. And this is our country. You know what? We all monitor these online discussions here. 9 out of 10 is one-sided. Okay, we also got UDP platforms who are also doing their thing. And pretty much those people are also sidelined. They are just left on their own. Nobody wants to mix with them. They see UDP, these people are UDP. We don't want to be part of this. This is a scenario that our country is in. But kuneka denga buga Gambia buba. Mande Gambia buba la buga. I want a serious leader. And I ask myself this question. Iko president ya iko alale ka di. Bari ngamere ngamoy londi la la fana iko ala konto lekan na nyaton kol tombong. So which is which? Because dolla nying Al-Quran karanal Gambia ka mul confusion dile. And by the way, na Imam Jata mba kontan na UK chapter la atolon na deputy organizer ti atade Gambia a very good program na soto aning jara a UDP represent je mot. Ay même fo almamol ya moyle o janta moyle bari ndeka jahalle barofo. I cannot see myself in cabinet. Barrow is sitting on there, Barrow you know, because contextually these cabinet papers, can Barrow even understand them? I seriously doubt it. But this is the situation we are in. Nina teko ha ndol alaleka mo tombong, halaleka fenketene, alaleka Barrow bekala presidenti, nini ala kure Gambianol ni mobuka ala tofo mentamita Gambianol. Yamal banko be Gambia menga ala invoke more than Gambia. Gambianol. Fengo ala. But la bangola situation. We have a president who is inept. We have a president who doesn't have the pedigree to even understand issues. Natata banku bantu lokang ate diamola na diam to me malale. Natata international conference la abukala speak for read no. But people are supporting him because of their damn selfish interest. Because I palasole dealer, average Gambian is damn selfish. Yine kante ayre itni Gambian la ko. Momo kon tebe palasole shotola. Momo kon tenga comfort kono. Molbe bibe baro fasa kay to le ko baro dirim baro na tan to London jani Tony Blair sita Tony Blair ni Tony Blair ko gui baro ko dahar because atije fahamo tije he cannot have constructive discussion with these world leaders because the understanding is so limited. And you take a sila bunkono I want Baro to continue to be president, and you say you love Gambia. If you don't want Ba Usieno, well, the like of Halifa Sallah is there. He's highly educated. Esa Fall is there. He's highly educated. Any of these opposition leaders will be more competent by far than Barrow. Alinga Tonyafo. But Alinga Fonyinga, why Gambia always will settle for mediocrity? Yaya Jammeh, with no disrespect, Yaya Jammeh was a high school product. Yes, he was a high school product. But Yaya Jammeh, you can say one thing about him, he's a smart guy. He's very corny. Yaya Jammeh street smartness totally. And he was a fast learner. And Yaya Birabe State House, I found like a cabinet paper so taki. Yaya would spend hours night at Murala Sokono at cabinet papers all Karan and do the needful. We will give that to Yaya Jammeh. But we have a president who cannot even understand the cabinet papers all there. Correct Lanoji. And this is the situation we are in. This is the diabolical situation we are in. I question your sincerity. Yes, it's freedom of choice. But we should have love for country. We shouldn't have love for position. We should be better than this as people. Ite mojo ite be Gambia High Commission, ite be Dokola Embassy. Ite kana platform alto. Iko go baro support because ite you after your position. Ite because baro ite ke palaso leto. Ite o palaso leto ite. Gambia, look, today, how many Gambians have access to clean drinking water? Dialogue is a basic necessity to life. Gio. Nida the Gambia hani saying, suba juno le musol ka wuli. Suba juno 5 o'clock, ikata pompole yele puriye gioke la bidon kono. This is happening in Gambia right now. Jumale benyin sosola. Gio mbuka sutono. And we have a president who is so fixated on ndeka silole lo, nga silole deda. But ite man ji kendo fongo dino la mola. Jumale benyin sosola no ko Gambia hani saying, nitara je suba juno pompol ka sorone. Gambia pompol ka sorone sometimes hours. So molga maneke idada korra kono meli alon ko non bo holol soto moneketa ika gi bidongol le londi je ka jol ke ji pour que Dieu resolve. And we are in the 21st century. And here we are here. That's why this stupid inner fighting, it annoys me. We have to do something serious for our country. We need to salvage this country. We need to get this country out of the mess. Abedame. But Gambia no selfish talent. Ndemam banku je moment selfish than every Gambian. Falme Ismaila Sisi je menkedala. Before I palace also, he was struggling. Ala moto abuka isanso kenoji afongole yafo ndemafu. Akona atata ala moto londi Westfield. Nakada University of Gambia. Akala moto londi Westfield because isanso man sota purka Kasamba University. So nanata I taxi ta. So say he is getting free coupons. Official car. Ala muso official car diala. Memba dingol sambala karabuto. He's traveling left, right, and center. Ismaila Sisi niatara hypothetically ala baboro bafala ala mansora bafala ala mansora. This man has ni Adam Borokaiko jump above how high sir. And this is somebody who he has PhD. Just like me, I've gone to university. Why should I mortgage myself to Adam Baro? Ntatan sita in the four corners of the university wall nkaranta ngana education certificate be mbulu ngonkata dogo adama borole mbam faranta kela ninga no ngatu opposition yala for the rest of my life. Who cares? Anunka jinje Gambia le ka fonte batata opposition yala. Yalo the problem is tubabu duja molbe jane be opposition. Partiol be jana America kabering America election no startup Democrats ni Republican on le kam hansa kona fali. Parti nyindol be jewol buka soron dola UK jare Labour Party ni Conservative government. Partiol be jana wol namanan dum man sakona for lead them signa clear the wol dunta coalition government. Wol ya most ole demanding. You're most non-plus. Why most of these political parties in the UK and nga gis angale fi parti buñ neka fofu la ñoo neka ben ñu bejaw because they believe in principle. Why Gambian dol bi ñi sawun ko toto ndebe NPP le mbota jele mbita janale mbe fenkala janale because momo ko palaso. Gambians are so, some of these people are bloody greedy, starting from a national cake. And the saddest thing is, what really disturbs me, some of these people are from the diaspora. Ni bebe struggle kono jande. Nin dolbe UDP. Yo kuma bal fo jang. Sa fanan dunta dia kono ñinata wo bela. Akam tala bi ndebe ñin dia mumen bela jang. Ñinde ko bay ngata bula barole nomo. Gamino le right to test everything to me. Ano manyana kamfala. Mbadi manyana kamfala. Hada madi ngonyante ka principle soto. Wala na bring NPP nata iko they want me to join them going bamfar dakela. They said, well, we can arrange for you to go and see Baro go bamfar. Hey, itemalom Baro ketene, he's a good man. Go, you know what? I know Baro. Baro jase, Baro e banko bele jase. Baro le coalition o tinya. Wala na ninga molje je kola jusu no double coalition o tinya ko subhanallah. Baro le ma foko Fabakar Tombo Njata tata ya kay ko ni UDP ngol bay eventol sotol. And that time Ala Jusu was foreign minister. So molde duna Baro la office. Abala ferol city kam. Andon daga ñi fo Gambia le mba repeat la ko tengi. Na UDP nga meeting o soto. Na meeting ke da menta fola. Mol be la moy ka modol be la moy ka be o meeting dula. Beri Baro la kalanta yada de mol ba fola karin go hey. I spoke in front of them. The main problem is Adama Baro. It's not many of these people. Baro is the one who is atelebe nyimbe tabikam. Baro youth movement and everything. But yalong hani Iblis, hani Saddam Hussein. I'm also to Melia enable. Yeah, Jami, I'm also to Melia enable. The likes of Nene McDowell Imagine Baro government for not enjoy kam. Nene McDowell be America la be babysitting naji. Now for jana many times. Ñin December 30 da tele dol bi yalon to la ñi kew dol fa ñi sasa boro li ni musol be di am na telephone to de compromise information. Information of the allegedly, let me put it that way. Allegedly, ikatele information of the sol ba ji wol. After that December 30th, ya jame Nene McDowell appoint ko tenke. Because Nene McDowell batata sur America le. Opportunity membe o banko ka sembo wata baki. Nga mol soto UDP, the likes of Fawdoma Ibrahima Sila, meli alon ko diamo bele ko online radio to jam. Say fele inyabe injustice la barobe tilimbali yake kan Gambian la ni me opposition men funda tiaga so fayi kan baroko funti aka kuma tilimbalo fo alaji seno da boma police ol ta commandila bari imaje police ol yo loya bori ko to recommande imaje police ol ye UMC la nyin kendi woni ikoy ba nyini kan. But Baro is above the law in Gambia. Baro can say anything. Bahum lota like kiambe neng. Police ol ya ikayene dronko ñi ya commandé la Sidi Musa Sola kay ko teyta apology kere pour ya commandé baro atata police headquarters sama han gon awake je fam ni UDP ngole lota jangay bari bu be banen denu abe makasama ikafo ñaari makasama la dula right? So one rule for one rule for another. Mama Jabi is insulting us every day, and he's not even a citizen. Mama Jabi manke Gambia noti. Mama Jabi wuluta Guinea. Abota jatata Senegal. Bari yalo ngafo janne afama tata court aka wuluta Guinea. Nte bukal kan la mola jang. I'm too responsible for that. Information man sene ya namba fala no. But the information o jama dialla jang is credible. Mama Jabi awuluta Guinea atata Senegal. She spent some time there. Senegal will ate all 419 no. Akombari kata Gambia will nene odiatale. Say Mama Jabi because Mama Jabi aning Adama Barola sister le kata. So Mama Jabi is untouchable. Manana Sidi Mutak Ture for once and Mama Jabi invite. Yalong Gambia tol fonka nonsense o jola. Ye Gambia je wallahi is the easiest country to rule. Gambia le diata ka bang banku je dunia kono puka maramen diata Gambia di. Because Gambia mol nyakata tinimbali yala le mote peaceful protest commandila. Molde betala siring complain all online. Nationwide protest buka commandi. Kenya biri wala man sa kunda la fita nonsense o kela. Fo Kenyan dingol mi butongolo. Kenya nol fundi detala la parliament. Jumale ko President Ruto ay kulabay. That is the people's power. Kenya ngajele. Il a tax increase like the flaffing increase la whole ko. But the whole country got united. But until we are divided, ibu ko wolong fodi tata in TikTok Republic. Being in protest be kumane ko UDP ngolon te datiji. The only thing protest for me along is successful was Gala, but that is faded away. If you like Gala la mo saba mutebe sama kan kitiola, and right now the whole country is quiet. Nita ranyin platform who talks about them. They are talking about bouncing in the coalition of Kenya. Fenke tata jamale. Ibuka understand ibuka kumuna fong bondi no nyoto. We are so retrograde in that country. We are so backward in mentality. And no wonder the leadership is normally a reflection of the people. That's why we have a mediocre leader. Senegal, Nanate Adama Barrow tied sort of as a president. Not for now. Senegal, the president, about the late Leopold Sédar Senghor Karanale Abdou Diouf mu Karanale. Apply what mu Karanale. Macky Sall anala kalabante yabe Karanalom. Macky Sall fa Angele Kamo Adama Barrow. And I'm not saying that Angele can fall on the yardship of Karamoti. But Macky Sall ka fluent English for than Adama Barrow. Mokana so wala. Macky Sall da jama hola Angele Kamo, Macky Sall Angele Kamo. Macky Sall ka fa express Angele Kamo to more than Adama Barrow. I think that's everybody knows that. Jamai Fai, Karanale Mati. So, Ntolu Gambia, we always settle for Mome Alongo. Ntolu kai ha, Maringa Fasa, the Karla ko mandianye, the Barola kol diatanye, Demo manding kolti, Maringa Kari Fasa, Demo Fuloliti, Maringa Kari Fasa. Nonsense. And some of them, Nilme Alongo, they are enjoying from the national cake. Ibe alone go baro banko tinyalde baro fela mola Senegambia bridge tile baro fela mola national assets sola be wafikan and Sidi Keita is one of the most incompetent finance minister Gambia na name produce bari nga fale banta ba janne Sidi Keita mo neken toli is he able to attract any investment in that country as a finance minister? Tell me one investor, I mean Atrako Bangkokang. Tell me under his watch what led to a successful establishment of a corporation in that country. Apart from he is what? I've been the outsource come. Na poor of ya outsource talk is all ya. Na nyewo fele nyewo Egyptian or liko le kanajing Egyptian fengo iko kulun tangole babulu. Ibe yandala na kunu wolu yenetalol kinyana jam. Ibe yandala na balako. And some people are still saying, I want Barrow to be there. Just because they don't like UDP. Look, English is a yardstick to measure knowledge as far as we are concerned. Knowledge and theories in several fields of studies are transmitted in Gambia through English. Therefore, if Barrow's English is deficient, then his knowledge of governance and ability to lead the Gambia has to be questioned until such a time that we are able to use our languages as a medium of transfer. English will help and we will keep surfacing. I agree with you. That's a good argument there. Ngama Gamino Gaba hard, Gamino Limema, because ndolla policy to communal beka safari angele kawla. So nim baro buka angele kama for no. As I read no one. Can somebody help me? Mome alonga angele ka human being from abuka pronounce no properly. Abuka fang express no wobe cabinet paper on the yalong Gambian buka. This country is a joke. Metala nyine kono. Now Barrow has the audacity ko akata somebody said it doesn't matter whether he speak English. Okay, Musa Tarawale. Me nyini ngala nim Barrow tata international conference la. So manana berata ta Belgium donors conference iko Barrow ta meeting wala kula by Amadou Sane Kiki. Musa Tarawale ite memo MPP supporter lati. Iko it doesn't matter faka English. English is our official language. Al chahano bula. English lon tolo official language ite I bet ye dingol soto le men kata angale kam karang ika fo mol buka to abu je ke dingol sama private school Gambia pour kata angale kam karang alen kana nyo nene alen ni chahano bula ntol kono momo be nyim fo kanjang tida bobo ki jarambe soto la banda bale ni preta rek I can program you but you can send request to TikTok some famina lines hol yela la son mo jamale request soto ite Musa Tarawalle, I bet near dingo samba school ala English samana fail, you will frown upon it. Iko ala pass mark na English fail ite kontan la. Because ntolberin be newsrat, mato la kara molonde. Newsrat, two core subjects, English, maths, ni o fail, ikel exam o fail. Harata nyun dolbe 90% la soto ji. Be newsrat high school la, berin tolbi je, man science. Maths and English yo fail. Hale nying subject holdo ye 90 la soto ji, ikel exam o fail. And what about newsrat, the pass mark was 40%. 40 long passed. But if you get below 40 in English and maths, 100% sort of subject will be an example of they fail you in exam. Because that's how important those subjects were. So nita baje ko English is not important, but in baro tata ECOWAS akadiam ni munala faka sara hule kamole foji. Faka manika kamole foji. Ni ale baro fasa al baro fasa tonya kang. But in this is not important. This is not important. For yamara kala nyin dia mo men ka be gara wala natata nyi mid the people store aba fola dama am webu es kumorum samarom duma kumurum sama duma natata ECOWAS yala tew dial sifa fola jedi fa ba wala fola ECOWAS natata UN. So angale kamo in the context of being an official language person is important. Mo fo ke fo nene. Because I tell you no official communique. Fonni be letter or safari ke safari manika kangola. Ika letter or safari surwa kangola Gambia. Official letter or ke safari munela angale kam. Ite be je ka fo angale kam is not important. Just because you are supporting Barrow. And member jele man dalila fo so ka Barrow support men. I told Sifa lebe contribute kan kana banko tinya. Because B momo ka Barrow support ntela jeroto you are contributing towards the detrimental destroying that country. Indirectly you are. Ndi amuta mol ye janne kabri ya jabe bi je mol kam fatan kama APRC call control we are spoilers ndol mo mol haning hasam APRC modol de kam fare mol kama wala nanti I don't argue with them because wala ni that kala kam fa jindi UDP le kan APRC because you do have to go UDP le atinegla. Look, I don't ndebugala fika ya jamme la nying cool discourse because to me ya jamme is not my cup of tea now. Adama Barrow volunteer figures. Ya jamme is not president. That's why I don't want to talk about him. But let's also remember a lot of things went wrong under his watch. Yes, he did development, but a lot of things went wrong as well. Dogo Seku, but how did he himself communicate with you if not correct English? What are you talking about? Mundi manteni baro communicator. Dogo, I should stop talking about English. It's not our first. Yes, I know it's not our first language. I am not dumb. Hey, Atol mal kungol kaput Taliban. Who said that English is our first language? It's our official language. Falma muno official language. Alu kungol sorontal alma official language fana understand. Don't try to get me started. Wotala alkanal dingol samba tubab du karamul to Gambia. Ali be samba ita manika kangol karang. Al teta ita jol al karang. Mom atol men bebe jambato lela. Al dingol ali bondi na to karamul to ala foy ko yeta al karamul ita manika kangol kra israel kang. Atol men bebe diamo kan jang. Ni kalia kal takel. You guys are a bunch of jokes. Namol Gambia they are spending thousands and thousands private school pour que dingol karandi. So nama nkumaya mana nebe ko di jama spend dingol kuna. Ndegalo ne ko you Baro fon sa fan express no basically then you can still be president ni ge fon iso. But baro ya jame fal ya jame kadi ya jame angale kangola because ya jame ka fon articulate well. Have you ever heard me talking about Yahya Jammeh's lack of communication? And Yahya Jammeh is not highly educated, but Yahya Jammeh was able to express himself. Agafa express and Yahya Jammeh nabe speech karana buka karam doko primary grade 6 student reading. Wo bena reading. Yahya Jammeh buko baro ishita basele na baro ba speech karam bena reading. Ko alkana mul batandi bena reading ni baro ndeboka pese sort of fanka baro la speech for because there's no appetite there. Bena reading, Baroko Wolefo, they read Bena. Yahya Jammeh was not doing that. Was Yahya Jammeh doing that? No. Yahya Jammeh never speak read like a reader with confidence. Okay? So for the NPP call, you got to understand this is a fact. Nabe speak read like Bena. Is it a Banjuliana page killing mambang? For her is not important. For me, it is important. Now, important is important to me. We should have all the constitutional requirement for her president basic all level lecture. Therefore, we set this bar so low. Hey, alako ikra, Al-Quran karam ikra, londo ikra. I all for your message angel Jibril you for kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nil londo man kumaya munane ko Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ikra seek knowledge. Alinkana chahan ndebukana bantabajang nte I speak with wisdom atolo membe ka karango trivialize man satalla karango kumaya ndelede ako ikra seek knowledge but we have ndolu Gambia ka president ulta meli alon ko da londo man jamfa and for me it's a problem mona Senegal buka leader ta meli alon ko da londo man jamfa nkal nyini ngawol mona Senegal buka ke no wonder Senegal is developing. Gambia, we are stagnant. We have become, and this is where I'm going to close the chapter. Gambia is a defante country, it's a defante nation, because we have a president who is preoccupied with defante. Mo be kena defante katoti. Imagine na social media be kena defante katoti. Oppositional damal be defante la. Because Adama Barrow set the tone. Adama Barrow ka defante. Nata meet the people's tone. Aka be ka defante leki. So no wonder I mold them for Mara. Will for be defante la Facebook or. No wonder Senegal mungi awanse. Okay, so we try to settle for less as a people. We always settle for less. Nyim banko la situation a balafala warate ika diamole fo yalon ko ibkala bi mem fom fola banko be sakan koma ni data in social media people are occupying on very petty things that are completely immaterial. If you listen to some discussions online, God save the Republic of the Gambia. We are a failed nation. A country that is so poor, living in abject poverty. We are not a developed nation. But people are preoccupied to spend hours online to have dagger at each other. Things that is not going to progress our country. God save the Gambia. I'm going to stop my analysis there right now. You may love to do no side. You can call in. The line is open. Moderator is a more solid than not left. So more gospel is more than embarrassing. Okay, but that is the reflection of us. That's our caliber. That's Gambian people for us. We should be demanding to have a better stadium right now. Neither than your TikTok platform or to Molbuko Kacha. People are talking about coalition this, coalition that, coalition 2016. Kiketen Sambatan Jaita la jana, Fengera Janale. But being a NPP Ngola Jande. NPP Ngola Jande, Star Boy. But our network of Ambedea follow. Our network of Ambedea follow. Lamin Gago, it's along number 1 T. Nga Abdu Dole Fanji, Yagro Mange do o Mange. Ah.
Clarification of Kijankatu online media and this is UDP. We do not give any wrong information.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
So in relation to that initial comment about the 82 position, that was the 2024 Global Peace Index report.
Okay.
The Global Peace Index report of 2025 Gambia ranked.
Okay, sorry. Mole can call.
Standard affiliate text from your message about the fourth position. Now, when they're giving ranks, they're giving indicators where they have to fill in what's happening. The low indicator, so Gambia in the 40 of the most improved, and that's on page 25 of 122 of Global Peace Index 2025. But now, in fact, that's part of a paragraph.
So Gambia ranked 4th in what?
And it is not. It's not. Gambia did not rank 4th. We ranked 55 in sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, in sub-Saharan Africa, our score increased by 16 points. So it only report Damin Ko. You're 4th position over Damin. If anybody is listening, NPP, whoever they were listening, especially in Lamin Mass, when that statement was of it. It means of it's very clear. I'll read the paragraph that they look at. Even the page of Santo Abidele de Gambia, ranked 55. The number of score between 2025 to 24-25, 0.097, 16 chenke, and then they created a paragraph where they will explain everything that happened. So in that paragraph, they took the second paragraph where it says the improvement on the safety and security domain was driven by an improvement on the Gambia score on the political terror scale. Okay, the Gambia is now the 4th most peaceful country in sub-Saharan Africa, behind only Mauritius, Botswana, and Namibia, because the Gambia recorded the 5th largest improvement in peacefulness on the 2025 GPI, rising 16 places to rank 55. Its overall score improved by 4.9%. with improvement in 6 indicators, deteriorations on 2, and 15 recorded no change. So you in 4th position or bonding in paragraph.
So what Madam Sane, what we can understand from that, Gambia is number 4 in sub-Saharan Africa, but globally, and is in terms of the bigger context.
When they are checking this, they use indicators. So Gambia, countries so many long they were improved. Gambia improved.
Yeah, but Gambia rose 16 places up, so that took them to 4th. Yeah, the
overall board in 40. The overall board said 55 in sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh, I thought you said Gambia ranked 4th in sub-Saharan Africa. Can you read that paragraph again, please?
No, let me read the paragraph again.
Yeah.
So the page I'm looking at is states.
Yeah.
The Gambia recorded the 5th largest improvement in peacefulness on the 2025 GPI, which is the Global Peace Index.
Yeah.
Rising 16 places, like 1, 2, 3, 4,
yes.
16 places to rank 55. Its overall score improved by 4.9%, with improvement in 6 indicators. Deteriorations on 2 and 15 recorded no change. The Inata further explained the militarization and safety and security domains both improved by over 7%. And the Gambia is now, listen to this, the 4th most peaceful country in sub-Saharan Africa, behind only Mauritius, Botswana, and Namibia.
Yeah, this is where it all wrong. Yeah, Gambia is the fourth most peaceful in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah, you know what is it?
Yeah.
The indicators, each one of them provided indicators. Namibia provided it, Botswana provided it, Mauritius provided the most improved, the four most improved. Gambia ranked fourth of that. But in Mavoko, we are the most peaceful among sub-Saharan Africa. Table onion, scoreboard onion, we are 55.
Okay. I will read this. It's all. Yeah. We'll read it. Yeah. Thank you for that clarification, Madam Sani. Thank you. Abaraka, thank you. Abdu, is it Adu boy? Abdu. Naam. Mijandro. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, the platform also, for the discourse, because in the na question dollar sort of me along ko enjahal UDP la kuoto.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Because in coalition ko so yalong coalition o ni ajibe 2016. Mol ma kono pati men warata wala nyanta lead la. So mol sita it kachake naka agreement ko agreement auto. So mol ya Adama Baro, it had a primary sort of.
But it can la device la bang Abdul, because
yes, sorry,
no, you can continue. Maybe it's a volume of like in the car, so the radio not able to like that's yeah.
Yes, so ngamira men kumata janga manke pati bati de ngamira men kumata moli kaja comme moli men kenum 2016 wo sipa mapo sike di same procedure de bari kaja le nyanta kela bari ni ko UDP mo pati balti pati dol nyanta nala kafu UDP wo nyama anga wo jama ke wo pam nola wala tina nko ngamira ila ni platform auto mo jamal leta jibe o kaja sifa kumata molia discourse.
Okay. Abaraka itebe kafu jumale fo ibe patito le famela patito
idebe no NRP bari say mantara kapoto say
say mo independent walti.
Yes, I'm more independent candidate lady in 2002 Intele nominate Mumpukalo NRP la parliamentary election Iliaka constituency.
Okay, that's good.
Naka withdraw after
You withdraw. If I met diaspora jam. Okay. Let me just try to respond to this. Yemen for Tonyalom. But yalong kafu momo nibida negotiation wala ite lafta menne ka wala sama negotiation oto kodi so ntolo UDP membe mutare ntolo bulu wala ko menka ke dunia ite be Angleterre janne biring conservative holding lib dem ye coalition okay yake nyaadile bar biri alliance ke jumale alliance o lead no njabi rek because yala yetele nyi ndiamo sama nanjang. Let's be honest about things. Let's have an honest conversation. Ite bring conservative holding lib dem alliance ke jumale keta prime minister jumale keta deputy
conservative le beno nyato yes
so ite la miro to munan na woketa
because alliance level.
Okay. Let me move on because you are trying to the answer dile muna na oketa because conservative la sira ngolo siata lib dem sti. Germany Jamani ye coalition ke jele patio me siran jama so to wala coalition lead itata tubaw du banku kan men na siran o siatiti men na mulu siatiti wala ka coalition lead wala be dunia beto
but I don't disagree with you on that.
Okay.
Ndembe men fokan UDP le nyanta wo ronna ini to le nyanta wo tamala ye mol invite ye si kacha ni kachata ite ka message ni men dinnaten it also would deliver word can you know but I'll see no la UDP te for no la drawing to
no Abdu hold on Abdu, you don't come to Bantaba and make assumptions because you are just assuming. You are not speaking on facts. Yalone for UDP. No, hold on. Let's have a conversation because you go UDP man tala sirin. You ko UDP be sirin. Ite yalone for UDP reach out or not. Ite olone ba. No. You cannot know everything that's happened behind the closed doors. Okay? No. She is not even indoors. Abdu. Nkanyem diam Jamal moy platform Jamato Jang we seek for clarity. Okay? Mira Kumulu. Let me tell you one thing. In 2021, UDP made efforts. They found personally, I'm aware of that, to engage some oppositions to come and be part of us. But you know what they say? You can take the horse to the pond, but you cannot force the horse to drink from it. We cannot force anybody. Even my party was engaged. Even Ismaila Sise, Berabe Citizen Alliance, we had a lot of meetings. UDP had a lot of meetings with Ismaila Sise. And in the Molka Kachale for him to come. UDP has been reaching out. But it's also disrespectful. Ite leaders will jelek that platform to we don't want we don't want a candidate that's not winnable. And what the America large so the Garawale. Okay, no, honestly, no, Batu, hold on. So we are sitting there, we are hearing our compatriots go in even Garawala la platform or Tontolu, Ndala coalition of non-winnable candidate, and it can come no winnable, work a cartel woman for no, Ramange Alaku for Ramange Alaku for work a cartel woman so but who said your vote mentioned on you remember Baker for no winnable candidate, you might be economy votes, mena votes about Senate Bangkok. Okay, so Sai member Kerry wolo nyintiko. Member Kerry, no final question about the Amla Senegal, coalition of Senegal. For that primaries in Senegal. So manana Senegal manda primaries ko paste fi ko albenga tanga jibe jumala be coalition leader. Manane Mune fata. What is so special about Gambian to study extended the norm? What is the norm internationally in Conto Normala? What's so special about us? No. Yalonga menfoy. Listen. Yalonga nga tonyale foy janko. Nte be sirimbi. Mafoko, that's the reason. I know Alaju Seno Dabo will not hesitate because let me tell you one thing. We went to Gambia. I can say that here publicly. Last in 2021, told UDP diaspora meeting also in Mindole Formo bureau. I chair a session. Yeah. Ntolunga advisement the particular Wallam should reach out to other opposition leaders for coalition. We suggested to the leadership that they should reach out. And UDP, they listened to us. The executive listened to diaspora. We recommended that we should reach out. Okay? But there are two issues here, my brother. Let's be honest. Ilafidanga kafu. Ikate kan gara wale platform or lafi kariman ke winnable candidate kariman. You are making things so difficult. You are making things negotiation so it's not even a start because go comment si val manyana bola.
Mo jamal men ka wol mantara kuto. You understand. So ni ko be wol la kumo la moila kutet move no la.
Ha bari wol ni wol lebe kacha kam because three opposition leaders gele melba fokang and wol they are key players in this coalition. Let's be honest, Abdul. But the point is, until we are open to talks, yajele Apex be coalition of that independent body, ba usinu tata jele. Yeah? Bausin was represented. He represented us there. So we are part of coalition talks. But Gambia, we have to be serious about coalition. This is unthinkable. UDP with its size, with how many elected councillors, with two chairmen, one mayor right now, and instead for two mayor because Talib still go Shiramo UDP la Shiramo. No, but yalo memena that seat is UDP la Shiramo. Okay? So instead for two mayors, even though technically he's out of UDP, technically, okay? Yeah. But ndolo nyim patiol meli yalon ko hani by election o ibuka contest ji ibuka nyini by election o fela keta kiyanga nyini manyini nim president ya cité kontol nga Randall. Come on, are we serious?
No, you need the page clean the water.
Okay, thank you.
I agree with you. But mbemena pour molesi ya to enlighten them about this and tell them, look, in total for a yamira many 3% sort of and many 20% sort of many 20% sort of wole gonna popular Gambia kono sign and wole nyanta la cordati wote.
Okay, abaraga ngela di amamela. Thank you so much, Abdul. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate this. Thank you. Okay, before that Fatu Walea, Omzi, we don't have 4 mayors. We have 2 mayors and 2 chairmen. There is a difference between the two. Lamin, Ibrahim Sise, you can call on the line. Oh my God. Mr. Sise, I cannot take calls on TikTok. On your TikTok from this tablet, please. Okay, sorry guys. Alim Baral, this guy has taken me out. I have said this here. Alkanana normal call can be TikTok. I've announced it. So when you want to join the call, please go through TikTok. Okay? Niman TikTok account also then it will be difficult. But my chairman for Lesotho, chairman Yankoba Dabo, and in chairman Landin Bisane, Rohim Maliklo and Landin and Talib. These were the people elected on UDP ticket. So Mount 4 mayors, sort of, we have 2 chairmen and 2 mayors, just to clarify. So saying, yeah, let me take Fatu Wale. Lamin Gabu Kadebe Simon. Fatu Wale, go ahead, please. Danzo is a mute no bang. Sorry, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
President no may allow a series. Aggregate 54. I'm an example past that.
But he was very good in March. Very good in March, no back. I can't do like a new Sabah first like March. But I'm Muslim.
I'm sending a pass all example con all I can do. Is a disgrace. I'll have on the 26. I'll have on the jet.
Adu boy be the normal Adu boy.
Yeah, we found a platform don't open up. Don't forget the couple. Men na pakun ko na ko lang man ako but man sa legend but type in but man sa legend because ako mo nang ba ma amun sa kumol ka follow drong because yala membo mo ma bi ke ko mi rati amo ko mo ma be tas project in the cool way mo ko ngatin and bori sumia ko na tay ka do ko la sumia ta fo nyota sama ka tay ta do ko la ko ko mi ta ko ni alon ko c'est standing la you know like drainage la koto be la ma fo
Yeah.
nana bar mo jama bija nan pare wo do ko sifa kala de ko da men na wala pour gambia te be men soto la je o te la mol be men soto la je te gambia dingal be la kodo jaajal te be men do ko la te le ta yo e fanna tawol ya me do mu kay ro ni ngam adam baro to je wala ba continuer la je ando ni mo mon de lafta pour ko sifa ke mari sa ke non bari yalo lakira bijela ni mol fata sa lakira ibe kiten ni la ye momon din na fengo fenden domo gambia dingal niyo ya domo bala frigo kono ani ci fanga ya lon nay ka ko ha at man sala dinna man sala di la nyaadi la mol la ajulo ta gambia dingal be to ya
But yala Adu boy ate na understand go he is related to Ahmad Ba. So Ahmad Ba di ngolo. So maybe wala na ate be baro ate be la fi baro e me president yala.
ya say no be le badus ko ni gambia government kono Gambia Senegal
Abayala ning ate ni mala uncle te wo minister. So ate la wala uncle e bo minister yala.
Yeah, but my uncle is an ambassador in Senegal.
Ah,
He's
okay.
next to my mom, same mom and dad.
Yeah. Faru wala karati na baro yo bondi de. Okay.
You understand? So it's so sad. He's working for the Gambia, not for Barrow.
Yeah.
Maybe once he can get.
It's only in Gambia that somebody will defraud us of per diem, Bakari Baji.
It's so sad.
And he was caught red-handed, and he continues to be minister. And you see these people who go on these platforms here, you will never hear them talk about Bakari Baji per diem, but they will talk about UDP. That one, they will never talk about it. Oh, no, Fainako, he's paid it. You cannot be in UK, you continue to be in public office. Bakari Baji should not be a minister by now. But Gambians, we settle for less. And in fact, if this was done by a UDP minister, they would be talking about it by now. But because Bakari Baji, this is the thing. This is a lot of double standards in our discourse. Bakari Baji, Mola Padiemo Ta, I caught him red-handed, exposed him, Atata Padiemo Jo, Yala Musota, somebody employed at the central bank. Ala Muso is there, and Ala Muso, they were part of that. Today, they are part of the public office. But some of these platforms who are always spending hours online, you will never hear them talk about some of these things. Just like they don't talk about Mambure Njai. Mambure Njai has messed up our economy. You'll never hear them talk about Mambure.
Very sad. Very, very sad.
That is a lot of cherry picking in our discourse. For me, that's why I don't waste my time to engage anybody now, because I know there's a lot of bias in our discourse. People just choose the people that they want to criticize, and they try to give pass to others. This Mbokanized thing, and that is what is shaping our country. It's very sad. Yeah.
Good health,
yeah.
Security,
yeah.
You understand? Coming co and funding the do mobile feeling safe, Bangkok.
Yeah.
But even feel safe, Bangkok, need holiday panganasi the Paibuka Hani Pukataji. Because of Mung Alamantanka, need a Mari Sansata.
Yeah.
It is some Balano, Lapitano, honey in private Lapitano. If you have a Kodology, whether you be teleconditional on Malaga and then member Teleban.
Yeah.
Because equipment or mentality. This is the thing, all of you problem more to you like and the one of the Pro Arambaro Boje, Pro Mo base and the Pano Nyame. But Lulu, now my careful and Tapitala got a musol like a musol. You musol like in La Gambia before La Femabel. Because musol lebita can got a blood and Arambaro no more. It's a dingle little muscular like dingle capani comas loca.
It's very sad.
Government. Yeah, I've got what I've got. I'm content with what I've had. Gambia mole asotola hana tare babankola domola ya to lebe pula dame.
Yeah.
Susula taking Nigeria bon na kanje itare monto kono hani.
Yeah.
Mole o dlasotole.
Yeah. And yala Fatu Wale, what like this gentleman who just called in, and I appreciate he's not a UDP, but he called in. But we have to be honest. This doesn't happen anywhere in the world. And I just give a next door Senegal. Senegal, when they rallied behind Pastef, they didn't go through primaries. And some of those oppositions in Senegal are more grounded than these parties that we have in our country. Some of those oppositions could have also called for parity. Like, we want everything to be done transparently. Let's go and take a hall and go through primaries. Let's go delegates. They didn't. They just endorsed Pastef because they realized the momentum was with Pastef. But Gambia, this is how they drag us into 2016, and UDP eventually won. That's what happened. They didn't want UDP to lead that coalition. They tactically brought the delegates thinking that maybe one of them was going to win. And UDP won that. In fact, with a candidate, Mayalongo was not our first choice. Circumstantially, Barrow was just selected circumstantially because we were in a predicament. Our entire executive was arrested. Until we were thinking who was even going to be our candidate, there was sort of argument inside UDP who was going to be the candidate. Eventually, Barrow became candidate, okay? And when they went, Barrow defeated Honorable Halifa Saleh. There was elections, okay? So what they were running away from, Yewole Soto. You said we don't want party-led, but you ended up having somebody from UDP led. Shouldn't you look at yourself in the mirror to say, I'm just in a time-wasting venture? Because, and this delegate system, I have already communicated this to the UDP officials, whether they listen to me or not, and I'm going to say it here. And after I'm with that primary letter, we cannot have an equal delegate system primary because that is itself is fair. UDP cannot have 100 delegates and a party, another party, these small, so-called small parties have 100 delegates. There is no parity in that. Either you don't have an elected official, you don't have any structure, you don't have any bureau, you are even scared to get a candidate on the by-election. You cannot even test waters. Number one party, you want to have 10 delegates and UDP have 10 delegates. How does that make sense? Once UDP agree to that, we are going to shoot ourselves on the foot. And that is not going to happen this time around. If UDP is going, if it's going to be delegates, UDP will have 300, some of them will have 50. If they want us, let's go through that. But you're going to have equal delegate system. You know what? If that is what is going to lead Barrow to continue, let Barrow continue. Fatuwale. Because I hear some of them saying, let Barrow continue, Barrow continue. Barrow continued from 2021. Did we lose our lives? Alhamdulillah, me balukan. For Barrow won in 2021. Are we not still here? Is the suffering is on everybody? When the cement prices went up this year, anybody who is in construction in the diaspora, you felt it. But it's not only UDP supporters in the diaspora who are struggling to buy cement. When the 80 children died out of AKI, where those UDP members is Gambia, ning calamity nata is going to fall on all of us. Our country is the one that is going to retrogress. Yeah. So Madinga Danjam, because this thing also I can't agitate. It's so nonsensical. Senegal did not go through primaries. Senegal, you know how many coalitions like at Senegal? Even Macky Sall won on a coalition. He never went through primaries. Macky Sall, the first election, he won through coalition. But I'm not primaries. Yeah, but Fatuwale, you carry on. So I'm taking your time. You call us all a session. I shouldn't be talking, sir. But
yeah. So saying women not want to come for the whole of it to go 2026.
Yeah.
Gambia no. Ali coming tell me I always tell you can in Gambia compare. Coming if you say about the amount of two parties that man you know, Liberal Democrat, the man in Drong, I owe the man in Drong and then Drong, but I give. Open a woman tapping Nay, I mean, Caponon conservatives, no. Yeah, but now get a yam and young, Patti Lulu Damman, Nasia. Lulu Damman, will be Gambia, Patti one. Gambia would add a yam less than 3 million. Minimum pare purka Gabonin Kono. Adama Baru Menkelolam got a galafta purka si got a gnasida. And don't be Takala, maybe in the family you'll find Takala. But in Bapatala and can do poor men can the family you'll sustain. And Unimari content the Panita Panghara more tenders to them family, member Bandala Bankot. Old Bataba Dickin old Belacan. So many are long had more killing sort of a member Bandala Bankot. I don't know about any in the Balinin Coding and Mendiala there. Killing them, my local killing drawing bank.
Yeah.
I'll cut all the 2026. Na Arama Parunga Pondi. Nini Moro Nampare Putana collection or any UDP deck. Alcanala Cato di dealer. Nealon Fananca dealer UDP. Alcana di Arama Baro Fanan. But Mini Moro me alon Calialon Nampare Putana Gambia Bondi, Nade Fanculina da Manal. Ducaral Catos Caliadi UDP Langaboni Masi Mogulo on Arama Paro. I'm more to around the I'm to a bag.
Faruwale Gambian on form of fungiality. A baraka back ngata Keba. Thank you so much. If I said drop no, thank you. Keba Danso. Okay. Simon Menkela, not 3 minutes the mola because otherwise we'll be here for a long night. Lamin Gago, you go ahead, please. No, Lamin Gago I'll be Sabanjana, Cabin Simola.
Yeah.
But MPP come abantol bulla say basa welcome membership of nin kodola itente don to la kodola fonin e la membership nyinta
yala wala mi tel yala ka ko mol table la side because even mol de ne ka pour kana because arambaro la yin MPP go ning I don't understand it banko bela mu banko ding mu me bela mu president arambaro mo be bata ate la nyato ka koto goto nin don tro nyim binala o ni musol ma ko ende binala amanya MPP tom han nyanda falaje inyata muskafo la kumandila yete ma ko rol medila la
bari lamen itolla NPP initiative from ika julo la NPP members all them. So I don't know the source of the funds kodo bota dami. That's what we should be questioning. But they are only giving it to their NPP members. So for NPP la kodolo nyinti bang, we don't know.
Mami la kawa comme MPP la kodo, ila parti la kodo, comme il bole takam pour kamol don't wala. I don't think so. As possible de. Bare mal ndema wore wala baka. Ni aboto do ni coalition ko ni seku ndem ka dia because akande kam fa bakele. Ndela men problème o kembi damenda wala IEC. Ngabe ni sane balama wato wade ngabe la nyanta mol kalamutan la nyida kalamante ya to bake because ntiaje comme IEC wolle la ko bu ka faire bila wala ni gambia carte fa ka faire akatani tiling ni tonyala no tami UDP yala man sakunda ke fala ala tampolo banta batiling bu kataje tonya bu katambije ni mafia ya ni gambia dalta ni nale abedulal mume belto hani politicien no ni mume BBD be ni pempem be ke kante abe mu mafia yal non de obeke no la nyaade ni dia mo mahani wara fa wo ni mo labata oppositional be labata pour ka president no bondije atel bebi ja anya political party la me ya ka ko comme tati ye sabije ande atel majority so da tel di ndeko dia mo le boto pour ka kafi nyawaje pour ka yim bondije no,
the thing is, Iko doesn't trust us.
Yeah, because he left them all hijack.
No, Iko told we have been there in 2016. Iko told lenga tinya rolke. We mess up. Yeah, understand? Eh? So ibe more.
Adam Barrow this because of UDP. Because Halifa Salah is 17 delegation December. Muhammad Bayo December. UDP or Samba. Muni akene Halifa Salah 17 delegation on ye. I only for what? It's because Yalo Nakako UDP is the biggest party. New Lamo Funtita, whatever can the Combea Bundinola. Nindalino Yakende Adam Tombo. Not the Jumala Halifa Salah Adam Barroy, Adam Barroy. Nada to UDP la Poromonia Paracoin TK. Unko alikana nyo fair man but mo do sometimes if I be follow the alikana
ngo ila NPP so boda dolo be ya Musa Tarawale akoy to di Kodi Jamale raised fundraising ngabe birina ta Spain akoy Kodi Jamale raised la fundraising kurobe Senegal la dimbaro bata je ya moy digo Allah Alex motolu barole wol important
Abulai kani ko nyata la bitati banyola mol kata wo sate nyine to je ka fa je banyola ila councilo nyi bolto saholi wala mu na la councilo nyinti because only that person is holo tano je the name of the maybe the association la yaje pour man chakunda je municipal nyi palaso nyi dile bitino nyi keje without paying anything muna keni man ta kharuna city konola Feda no wula kono sa kono akana mo ya putel pentane tele jallonne
okay abaraga back Lami Gago Keba you go ahead please Keba go ahead please
Assalamu alaikum bro
enembara
kota tije
alhamdulillah
ndapan kan dia mo bita kwale son ko nyento nak
okay go ahead please
okay yaran kwale kono ni comme ni ba kala kay be kamben drone di mo tambin ni drone bare me amanga ko mi muy mina la ndele patio warta ndele tambila hani because ya kilo menga mul hakilo menga no 2016 e man la fila ayo plan nyam kote
okay
because yalan bialo ne ko e sarto men la auto hani kilo man ta nyam
Okay.
Mbe odon men keta odon mbe al ne minati ara wodo. So min kumara je kebal nyili be sidron ya afu ku ya kambe ya motambindi.
Okay, Keba, hold on. Iko Kebal be si.
Ha opposition nyini bolla.
Ha Kebal be si ya kambe ya motambindi.
Ya motambindi. Pourquoi lesono?
Ha bari ite ko ndol manyana fola ko ndolom pati bati ndol be coalition leader.
Ani de pati bani musa ko wala pati ita ko no ko ndel be tambila. Ni manga ka foti. Banku ko
okay, nanga nyini nga ite be banku jumale.
Pati jumal bu fu banku jumal.
Ite be sabatre banku jumale to bitilo.
Nde mbijan France jam.
Okay, ite be France alna ne coalition so France leba.
And mo bokala mat.
Okay, bari nane coalition o kalamta tuba du banko dol to le ko di.
Ani
je kabri dunda dunia politiko ko ne na manan coalition moy
no ndam ko duna politiko.
Okay, wata mare nange mako je wala ne be diam ko nyama men ka dunia kono to la ngal te janga coalition so tol no. Bari pati ba wala coalition lead. Senegal fanan Senegal. Yalon Senegal coalition be je man sa ko na me paste fi coalition i gagneta wala ko di. Fo wolu sitale ko ngam mo kelin tamini ba. No na question o jabi. So muna na Senegal le wartan tolti wala la population wartan wala 17 million wala la call complicated muna na wali la ko very easy ko pastef atolu mo jama ba to le koma amanjere nga si bunko no mbatu ngal endorse wali pastef endorse so muna na wote kelanto la banko kam munati na okay muna tambita
wala kwa example mun 2016
ha muna tambita
yaron paro na startola
hano afonye ko fenne tambita men me yati na wote kelano afonye jumale coalition tinya jumale atinya
mo sabale coalition tinya
ito fonye
aron baro na sandi sabala ako ni be campagne le ko mo bele
ha
pamata ma janko sandi sabo man sai pamata ba jang bari last time ba jibe ka Peter Gomez ako sunda ko de ga ko sandi sabo sai tel yaron gambia problem mot ite tabeli ko no
so jumala mo sabanjamati
alle keba
okay afo ha so ite la jero do Mr Dabo ani Adama Barrow ha okay nange nyini ngambatu inata banta ba janne wodi amol men ko platform dol to jan to will not allow that to go on challenge here okay no mbena alenga tonya fo banko kan okay coalition o bele dentala so biri Mr Dabo ko toñalo Mr Dabo ko Adama de nyanta sanji lulu atemo loyalty ni momo ko ba force mera muna na nyindol non fundi ko Mr Dabo wote kelan tol nga sanji sabale muna na wol tuda deri
okay yalo ke ballo e man lefi do sabadi amolla
hani wo mangi nyo sabati de banko mbele no hold on banko mbele kanyanta je Mr Dabo la banko di yaman tambi tol tala itaman tambila ni Mr Dabo ya tafo e fanansi tafo no muna ne tol tuda deri
ani ngoro ko teneme hali pasala ba ngoro ko tamo
no ngani ni nga wala ngola wana nan ko halifa wolu nyanta diamu la lenu
ko dembo dama ko fam yalla membi je nga fo ko mo fulal ka ko nyundo ko da ka soko hali pasala wala ba mu dole ibe bi je ko no fo to wala no wala dal mo aliol mu lola aliol nyankala bi ani ida ma faham da sai
no Dembo hold on let's not spoil the conversation just hold on ila mbadu for info da dema Dembo nim for da dema keba hold on keba so ita la giya mo don denga men karanji wolo nyinti ko ima fo dala bari nga men understand wolo iko men ketan in 2016 Gambia no wole Gambia no silandi sign pour que UDP endorse
pour que tamine pour que ba
ha
ole mo silade
okay but UDP e muneke woto because UDP sontalen in 2016 iko ndol 2016 ko party led nyundol ko hani ngata primaries so UDP le ji ngana sarato bula go ndolla nyato ngol bebe prisinoto de bebe mile 2 na party of kudi min dimbale kata no mo Gambia no be jahalli solo sande fata alamane mani ko fogala so wakil tan dara primaries ba binda primaries alborta dame wala natake primaries binda je candidate jumale nata wi so nyin time we so be bawo UDP le lan kafo bati so tol nga ko isindi alen ko janal ben na time we la nyin primaries la alimbula nga tambi kilinge alborta dame na wala natake 2016 anu ñindom fanang nali yang commandi wala be kala bi kon tolla la mol siata la molti
ha yo mom balaw yalo to yalo moti
ha
pasaindo niko anne kafu ñomo la baw fo adna kafu ma o te kilende de
hani de yalo nga même fo Sénégal ya kele ko no mbado ban keba nkana ño mbado ban keba nkana ño da jandi okay ndol ni Sénégal lon signolti Sénégal fana biri Macky Sall bi je lafta falindiro la kon dol fana la fa farendo la ñami Sénégal potiol bele wulta hani Ablay Wada dingo fongo anata la kontolunga Pastef le endorse ndol fana be wala nyini kam mafoko alna kam ko aling endorse bi kon dolle warta be ngata ndala candidate o lead comme men kata Sénégal fana be wala nyini kan so na se keno Sénégal mona na kala no Gambie no atolle la fita cool koleandi la because Sénégal je no mbatu keba hold on keba Sénégal ya jele ko 2014 yalo Sénégal man Pastef endorse 2014 Pastef lo te fayen do tuma yaje ko ila kafoma wara mote koma bar bini Sénégal o yaje ko nyimu banko la interest le ko kon tolu bi ñu lela support wartan tolti amanjere ñoo sabol al nga bule koma banku kanobe wala nyama bar aleta kuma kotolu guni nan 2016 keta jan 2016 ite blame wala la mo clean count ñu bere false to be tout ha bari ite ka même fo ni ngela diamo understand ko alman la fi control endorse because of mengata 2016 yalla kumo ni afa mo le ka understand
wala so ani understand ko bi won famu dem
ha ni wala keta sai woton tol faranga dame muta ngole muta sai nal man kambe njela ni collection man shot atol fo da maleta yalla collection ke sai
ani yalo opta nolom mbe la femenna ko do asikeno
no ndol nga di andal bulu yalla be nyame atol damal sala collection ke no la ale modo tombo ale tol tuji ha kairo yake doron ala la collection ke ndol fanga na collection ke
memenna asikeno pana asikeno be benno ma o de keno la
okay abanta nde sa ndeni de nyo sabala nyin ko la bantale ha bare atol fana la fita menna keba wote kela itebe nyin opposition partiol membe jangte melbe nyin nyato nga nyini kan nyin baye election men keta fo nyini kiyam fo candidate ro fo londi jele ba mana ne malondi ji ya lonne biko ya lonne ko motebul so itema mo soto banku kan bari ite ko siramba mo li ite tambindi how does that make sense no nyin ko ite fam bondila no ji dun e fandu ni jalo ko no le say ye fandu ni banta bay dun jalo ko no say de fam bondila
non kam boy ina fene ko ke wala nyama ko wonte mi be live a good life ko li so ite ko 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 wala okay I have 2 million ite 1,000 200,000 of be good do da ko business ko do ko ga mo live la
do bani ani da ko ka jala bulle
aka kadanya dinda 2 million be mo ida honda
nimbe dennan yalla batu yalla miro akibo
ko bela may ko degi dañu pusam pula please
ani de pusam pul de
keba na ngay ñini nga keba biring America biring coalition o tata Saddam Hussein attack coalition forces jumala kete la general otin yo America la commander la lead ko America has the most powerful military ya je la len kakara fo men nakaro kela okay dunia dawda symbol man kili symbol tamida nyola biring ha okay no mbatu yala al kanyim men foten dol ngani yobe na kebale fo keba ma resto to ka soto bang bari dembo hold on ite keba ite ngani yobe jumale keba ite be pati jumale to no hold on dembo bari 2 minutes ngani drop ngani ya keba lafte nyini ngale be pati jumale to ite bu doing quality so jumala atolla fla biarati ite mo fon kalam ite manke doyde because alman congress o fon ki folo no wobe lon na congress old
ani congress hanna kita attempt tamina because
ite olonne
after ke fonyo no me after no bra
oh but Halifa Sallah fana wada kam da defana be wo het la because fo kala be fonyo so be murla nan ko teng but hani mo ya push fate at amanya na la kamati mandela
si no to come no
okay bari ngi bula thank you brother thank you for calling in yeah
red flag
ide bara basela tol mo NPP call leti sane bala ma bada nga dembo bla dembo go ahead okay baraka anyway Keba thank you for coming here dembo no Madam Sane Diam Dale so dembo you can go then after Madam Sane Diam Dale briefly yeah
na banko bala fala kono modol be tonya to yandela politiko bugata mo be ko system non kala mala bagale bugata ka mam maga ya ay sila mana karde ko so dunda na nyami e dolari nyami akadia mo karol ya understand bu ngajere judi bi mo moy chapter so be ka diam da bindo system non kala mo bagale no but se ko ñun se banko mo bala fala kono dagde mo bala fa banko le di hono ko ay swear to God so kapo mole ka pour ka ke ya fo ba UDP party bare wala ka dol disu ko tay wala ka la ko la boy tulola da den ko separate typical platform ako mi ala yo gambe kan wala be bulu ye gambe kan wala so re man man yana be man tara je kense abulo me ni party wol be ako da gambe di wol be man party UDP na party bare tay bari ye ban pour wa pa be ngegal pa be ni na hatred ni ngane sunga wala be sonno moko baron continue pour another next year ila mere ko da man fidi ila kan do ila ko do ila kan do ko no de la ko ni na effective be ko kulinde bi ba gra mo ko no ila ko kan mo ya akaka bala pa di ya lo haraba do nan ka dia mo findi da segu ngane sungaw ni ngane tolo you can feel it di dia mo man ni ka dia mo ka yela mai ja ka ba se eda bu kan ya fa ni ko salin ka bu ko ne so no dadle mo jafa
and yalon dembo the puzzle for me. These other parties, they are seeking for the highest office, which they have a right to do. But they will never go and vie for councillorship. They will not have the courage, even if they're going to lose election. They don't want to test the waters. Why should Gambians take these people seriously? Look, these people are, sometimes this country is a joke. There are 2 or 3 by-elections in the country. There was one in Banjul.
nga je wala because nga different platform wala moy la nga c'est le different plan comme wala opinion la boni ñeel ko wala kisi nga ko son ka bani banko man serious amang serious banko di même bi baro ko dina sije ila mere ko da man fi la ka yo ko do bule la ka do ko no ila fi to plan
yeah
that is a fact ay la to wala ko akoy de mo le fer ko yo de bilo ba parti bari banko but e ñata no pour ba sene parti yo ñi li ite bere parti ko ka ko mo len tele ñadom ko bondi je ko tele ñadom ko do bondi la je do ki je so ino ko ñndo yara ñadom ko bondi do ki mo le ya karde baro continuer je se ko tele ga ko baro continuer je na tu hala ko kono it is a fact ni mi yok mi ya bu ndan ko da fa da ko do baro ya ko do
yeah ne mantoro na Arabic, it's going to fall on everybody, not only us. Yeah no inva yalon dem bonde ka men fo moli. When Barrow gagned the 2021, say Alhamdulillah from 2026. For what happened? Mbele bata mbije mbele nga face, okay? Omzi, don't. You are talking about moderators. What is happening?
That is a fact. Even 7,000 one body killing. Because I'm money for Carola Bangkok.
Yeah. Omzi, I'm not seeing any comment here which warrant moderators to mute. So I'm not seeing. Menga for UDP or that's okay. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm going to Bangola Carola. I'm not going to have a develop party Bado Bangoka. It's going out on a proof tambi. Who party any tambi? I didn't want to Makala for a couple of Mokana party by an Adwan party. No one can be a mi man kan sulo fa sodo an musola susu party o fa sada tele party and the party less than 2 million. So how many political party 10 people? Less than 2 million. Gabi andi wala sila le karabanko be porka. Dunia ya ko in Senegal yo wala akake malole akake kumbole.
And dembo bari ngana quickly janin kada madam sana. Yalong we have to be serious as a nation. You see, most of the time you hear these people make this comparison with these young people in Senegal. But look, sorry. Menketa Senegal being alone. Pastef, Usman Sonko. I electional. Oh my God, Gambian will need have to call. They keep calling. Somebody's calling me about drop cam. I've been called correct. They do non-stop. You see, Usman Sonko. I contested elections. I deputy Al Usman Sonko did not just go that I want to be president of Senegal. You see this kind of Ikajin scenario in Gambia da Mali. Very, very interesting scenario in Gambia, where somebody will not have even the courage to contest Aita Sirano Nyini, ala Patiota Sirano Nyini la. The election will be now, they just disappeared. And you know what really annoys me about this? After the election, they disappear. They will wait 2 years to election, they start coming making noise. Oh, I want to lead. But after the 2021 election, they just forget about Gambia. Mobuke Until the Malabediam control UDP, we contested MPs and whatever. But they went. Now, able for 2023, 2024. Look, these people started talking on TikTok in 2024, 2025. Because they know 2026 is coming. And they say, you know what? UDP should just allow us to lead. That's not going to happen in a million years. They are wasting their time. It's not going to happen. At a possible, and take explicitly. If anybody, you're just dreaming. You can have your own coalition. And we have no problem. You guys can talk within yourselves and kill somebody. But we will not, under the current situation now, UDP sidestep like, oh, Amlem Togo being a lead. That is not going to happen. Don't even waste your time. You can talk until cows come home. It's not going to happen.
Okay, let me tell you one day. You know the killing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're killing them also. I need to do for me. Less than 2 million. How many political parties? No, America will not see Gambia. Who can president Yala? Sakam the Fuara continue from Fuara, Fangamala to Fangamayala. Yaba Banco serious. So then I will take a Banco fail tele. Okay, more coalition will have that level. Jamal don't look at that Macasocolo. So we had about side. Minimum on the ground or put that one number.
No, I like a moment for Brimba was in the bottom.
So you're not even any platform near Mobanama. I can't sell not Yabu boy. The mafia Bangola. Let's take the fuck you, bro. I'm not talking about no.
Okay, Abaraka, calm down a bit, Dembo. Abaraka, calm down. Okay, Abaraka Dembo, thank you. Let's go to Madam Sane. Thank you. Let's go to Madam Sane. Madam Sane. Madam Sane na jani omzi kana.
Hello, how to you say what? I'm in NPP Lanyenko, Mewale research Kamalon. In relation to your understanding about Lanyen voter inducement, they're giving loans to people. As a political entity, they're not financially registered for any profit making, which in fact the president is prohibited to be involved because Section 68 layer for Gambian constitutional that amanya not involved in anything that has profit making. Dungalon ala Majum estate that is been ongoing. Hanika Bida is not a trustee for Majum; it's still in his name. So now that they have this letter that they share about this Elenium program of signing people on this women empowerment funding, whether not Raymond register as a financial vibrant or financial company or entity, are they allowed to do that under our regulations?
I think this is something that we will need to discuss with the lawyers. I would imagine they would have done the needful to see as a political party whether they can do this without publicizing this.
The political party, one Imanke profit making organization to Imanke charity. So the objective is literally about elections and political.
Yeah, the question is there any under the section on the laws of the Electoral Act which stops them from venturing into this kind of initiatives? That's what I'm not clear about. Under the Electoral Act or establishment of political parties.
Yeah, so in the election what they have something similar to this as a voter inducement, but they put it under the courts. Under a civil service code, but that's not it because Marlon Yunkodo button and damage.
Yeah, I think what we should be investigating, and the journalists should fire. I know we may never have the answers. We need to know the source of funds because there is no way they can use our consolidated funds for this.
But can they even do that? That's what my problem is. Can they create a women?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as I know, I'm not aware of any section of the law which prohibits them to do that. But we need to do research and speak to the lawyers on the electoral laws of the Gambia. So the only thing that we should be one time, one of their for somebody. The interest or whatever, Adam Barrow will pay that from his pocket, something like that for these people.
No, that's illegal.
Something like that. He's going to take his own money and pay that. Something I don't know how this is gonna pan out.
Unfortunately,
no, this is the most what is the word? They are tight. The most tight-lipped IEC. Very tight-lipped. They don't. This chairman doesn't say anything. Jokoli.
Because it's NPP.
Alu Mamandjai is a kumobe for that sometimes akadiamule, but this one doesn't talk.
Abuka come off Abuka later for, and you know what's bizarre as well? Nani election in Botakono. Have you seen it published in any of the pages? I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the website to Nakiankaya for results. I'm on the so
yeah, I don't trust this guy, to be honest. This Joy Collie, yeah, maybe we need to many loyal for let them. It's interesting.
I think we should because as a party, are they allowed to?
Yeah, imagine do ba confirm kanga ko may muna balde yole fu. Ngame ko nyula interest o barole be wol jola. From his pocket.
There's a forefront. There's a loan and it's an inducement and it's gone by political.
But Madam Zane, yala gamen fu ko majang.
They're not a financial.
Madam Zane, technically nimbarona rai loan dintela nakato be bulu. Ndunda kate fa samgo. You know I can still go and vote for some.
People are smart. They mantara okay can the voters card everything be registered. It attack it wala na bukarsi or letter open ko fundi the Facebook.
How do you mean you can register? How do you mean? Near register and
so let me read from what's the hand Bukarsi. I knew fully. I follow ni explain for Katale Kamola voters card anila ID card type card register.
Ha.
Ka for you ko ebe do na new loan konolembe allow la say funds or no.
Ha.
But the details, everything is with NPP.
Okay, and what I'm asking, once they got the deals, what do they do with that next?
No, I don't know whether they're going to end up having to buy the vote from them or when they know that area is UDP or is Bukarsi area, they might cover up and do vote.
Yalo, that would make sense. This is the UDP stronghold, Batungatanga, Molla voters card and give them money. I can understand the logic in that, but it will make sense. Not an MPP go long call voters card table.
No. Bukarsi is an opposition member.
No, the reasoning. I'm not talking about the source. The reasoning of if they take their voters card and register, what I'm inquisitive about, what do they do with that?
Well, I don't know what NPP may plan to do in the later months to come, but I'm just.
And then no matter what they are doing, in my own judgment, I think
it's wrong to take people's voters cards. I think if they ask for ID card because of banking needs or financial conditions, the individual's ID is national ID, that makes sense. But where they request voters card, that is problematic for me.
I think what they are trying to do is trying to create a scenario where how people are so opportunistic. Musolbe na from the NPP. In fact, this is what they are trying to do.
It could be also because of the nomination information coming up.
Which nomination?
Nomination or maybe not Jukan. Are they not going to do any nominations prior to 2021 elections? Woman
Yeah, but you know, come on, Barrow will have nominated. Barrow will have the.
I don't know.
Barrow will definitely have the nominated number to nominate.
Numbers to come in, but they've got to register them. So whether they're taking that on board now, the two things at the same time, these people.
There's something dodgy about the whole thing.
Fishy about
it's fishy, and there's something back and launching it now, 11 months to election.
Speak to our sources, our people, right? I think if you guys talk and they should look into this. Something is not right.
Yeah, it doesn't add up, and the fact that he announced it even in they announced it during the Meet the People's tour.
Meet the People tour.
And I didn't see it didn't attract a lot of criticism from social media
because most people don't look at this.
No, you know, Barrow does a lot of things, Madam Sana, and get away with it. Yeah, Barrow says a lot of things and does a lot. You know, because focus Barrow can they just focusing on UDP.
Yeah, whether it's right to do so. Injuries because Ajibe Kodonata say Marco, but ID card or not now or be registered with NPP.
Yeah.
So you're not giving the individual that freedom to choose what they want in terms of political expressions, and that is unlawful.
Yeah, it is. It is unlawful.
It is unlawful. You should allow them to choose the party they want to go to. But if you're giving them support, and this is a financial support for women empowerment, and we know how women are not fully represented in the country, you're giving them the opportunity to come in and help themselves if it's a business or whatever, but you cannot subject it on a constitutional right that they have to.
Yeah.
See, so I'm having problem around that.
You know, this is why I keep telling people that we need to wake up as an opposition, Madam Sane.
I know.
Barrow is doing all these games, so we should be focusing on observing this and monitoring this. You understand? Yeah, we have a lot of more important things because this letter is out, and this Saturday they're going to launch this. They are doing this for purpose. Yeah. And look, they just signed this issuance of ID card with this Ghanaian company.
Again, yeah.
And Barrow's nephew negotiated that contract.
But is the evidence there for our party to challenge it with IEC?
What evidence?
As in, have we been able to have that record in order to put it to the revising court? Because that is prohibited.
Yellow revising code is pretty much about the voter registration. I don't think the revising code.
I see a court long, so we use it for tribunal.
The thing is, what I don't understand is yellow negotiation or they do it behind the scene. They will not commit themselves to signing any document or whatever. Yeah. They will do it just like you.
When you do contract,
no, yellow. Look, Madam Sana, if I can facilitate something.
Yeah.
But I will not. My signature will not be on anything. Yeah, I understand. But I can do all the underground work, no more connect, whatever. So if the paperwork, maybe it's a barrel and everything, just like this man or a contract or make you may facilitate 100 million.
Exactly.
I'm understanding. So we have a lot of work to do. God save us. It's yeah. Abaraka, Omzi, go ahead, please.
Yeah, see, we can do.
And then I see. So at the IC, and IC is a problem for us.
Big time. I like what she's doing.
Yeah, but among that more legend Marco and we should all be focusing on IEC because IEC is a legal in Gambian election or bedu in Yokon.
All the time. But anyway, Mayor Selena, the guy meant not a Mr. Barman, the coalition co photo, whatever going so love to come Bamban, and in the other guy member that came out, yeah. Okay, I data about the 2016 coalition of Pompagana.
Yeah.
But maybe I come to come along among Pool Kalama because a coalition, it's a coalition or less similarity than Alabama. I come to Malong. Aka jadi. So itu dia bunuh la coalition or la formation or
no nyimang kuja ma faham. Carry on be text message leki gang.
The other thing say we know about kulungal Egyptian or I think for you all la kulungal about
Bax me call ale bag me hold on mat nga ni mute mat no tell him I was more me call answer can before.
That's good. Yeah, so you know, we'll get a camol kunin de la cat and talonco, you know, Daka Yame, woman there, Barola Mantakunda, Natam Midanina, you know, we like the Pujola as expected, like, you know, because I knew Sanji Tamabenke among them better, but in stage, you know. So, la Pacadiamu Davan for Mawana Bakari Baji, la Pat there because you offer a nothing. Yeah. Okay. And recently mentioned development of Senegal state. Bimbari used to. Each of those players here 9 million, almost equal to 9 million Gambian dollars. Let's see how the president will come in Dara. Mafoko was in their club level or whatever. But in a span of let's say 3 weeks. You more individual or day or something.
And in our plot of land for Nandila.
Plot of land dealer, exactly. Always a plus.
It's an encouragement, yeah.
Yeah, encouragement for the youthful population.
But in dollar ball will in fact they have to fight to get something from the government.
Exactly. We can demonstrate.
For a protest, yeah.
Yeah, we can protest. You know, kita moment encourage.
Yeah.
You have more dealer.
Nalman na kodojo nte play la. No, we don't have a serious government. All can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sport sport resources. Of course, we have resources, but sport mobile the dunia kono. Sport kodumen kadung sport kono. Asia badal. You know, more beat it out more. You know, yeta si doko yeta ofito kono doko. More beat it kino like this. Enying bulla doko la de let's say masomol and kapinta. Those are no sport la. Enying ikanyem unemployment number. Enying you'll be hearing. You'll sembu warali bangko. At least food will be easy la. You know, blood will be talala. Gambia scientific, Goliath talent for the Gambia funding talent for the back. Anything they do, then they will get some of them, you know, it can improve back, you know, any model tabu. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kuluman Kadung sport to borrow Dama. Another move, move tank, one export that are Bankala Bankokan, let's say football. Because like, one family at least. You know, young Kuba Mintajibe from where he started.
Yeah.
Example killing that. Yeah. So new Jamal Saro.
Yeah.
Employ will find me if sense of a Samano Banco.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
But saying the sport ministry welcome to provide many best sport bunda. Now for the stadium almost 5 good Dalman football game of horse in our stadium.
Bagari Baji within this short space of time, I got a minute, I understand reportedly guy called Rafael law within this sports period of time. So these people are developing themselves. They don't care about us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In next 5 years, let's say near will be like 5 years later. When the development of health and coma. Will be damaged or say, Muntumalam Bastard la, Pulka for develop la for Nanan, the development like in the sense of development of Muntumala.
Well, we just have to keep fighting, and for country like Senegal did, We have to. And 2026, we can't afford to mess up. Sibo Janke, comment. You need to expound on it. Echo, the majority of the non-NPP cards will be bought. How do you mean by that? Majority of non-NPP cards. Are you talking about non-NPP voters card or Sunday Bank? Is that what you're saying? And that's scary. If that's gonna happen. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
See, we'll have naturally clarify about coalition of 2016. In the last time, Tabiring Muketa, and it be in the last time the world. He can party leader to me down and go.
Okay, left apply the cylinder and not to cylinder. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Apply.
Muka agree wala because they can go. You know, it got 3 years agreement. You wala say okay. It's not constitutional. I want the constitutional because say for example, ning kakima ben kaka PDIS support. Ali pasal la misal what happened to be that leader of that coalition. Inte da mani ning ko ali pasal in 2016. It got 3 years agreement agenda kawale honor than 5 years. Inte ka ma pala batas ba pala ko constitutional. Intolia kalifalo menna ka constitutional different yana. What 3 years agreement at a honor in front of Gambian constitution.
But say in that case you are being speculative. You are thinking.
Yes.
So don't bend this. It's possible. I have a feeling that he would honor the 3 years, Khalifa.
Yes,
I have that feeling. They believe all, unless if he proved me wrong. I think he would have honored it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's my feeling. For not trying let down, but I think that Khalifa would have honored it.
He can honor it, but he cannot defend it. Exactly. So
how do you mean he cannot defend it?
Yeah, it's his brainchild. It's their brainchild, 3 years. They don't stand and defend it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bait to Gambia.
No. Abla, you're convoluting the discussion. But listen, what hold on, Abla. First of all, you can the rules will break. You got Sibo Janke here, you got Amifatu, you just jump in. Okay. So let's allow decorum to. No. But listen, you see, Lucy, I have a feeling that was a gentleman's agreement. Okay, it is not legally binding, but it's a gentleman's agreement. And I believe that if Alhaji Ousainou Darboe had taken that honor, he would have lived up to it. I have that feeling. But the same way, knowing Khalifa, yes, we are not in the same party, but knowing Khalifa, if he had committed himself to that treason, they believe about honor. That's my feeling. I could be wrong. Okay? And I believe that again, Alhaji Ousainou Darboe in front of Gambians co, just like right now he's committed one term, I believe he will honor it. I don't think he will go, I win I focal another time, then I don't think Alhaji Ousainou Darboe will do that. So but everybody to your opinion anyway.
Sorry. But then this is not about particularly Khalifa. All those opposition, maybe along going 3 years of the model, they could have stand and defend it because they were given all promise one.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Yeah. I agree with you on that, Ablai. Wala nang ko bring Alhaji Ousainou Darboe ko No. Yeah. Ablai go for Koma Jande. I think. Yeah.
This is not fair.
No, hold on, Ablai. Hold on.
They should defend the 3 years.
Yeah. Ablai, always here in Madila Tony because. Thank you. So yeah, see la point, and then we go to these other people.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, ndanga wala wala sara but nkame mpwe mna nanga poko ata honola nyuli entol travel nte la kiro ye baro yo city la you know ma expect ko baro betan nte yeah mugudla il kono itol dodo ma expect ko baro le be need la from itol nyala say mna tinna how happen no nyadi itol be nyala ye agreement okay ikana ko moli ko to ma assign ta mundo muna ne ma approval tan ni molla ko to ya assign ya jele ndekti yen city world ko ni misal fi ko nta dai dol tambita ala ya ke dol tambita from that point sai ina ta purka agreement o hono iba muna fala the same thing fanam bini palla la wala te won da wala mon tala gero te nte faran ko wala ko to le ko al kamam ko atole mem mi dai atole mem mura ko be atole ya nira wala ko be muna tina very coalition of pomta very 3 years agreement amada ka mol fi ka po mol ya control ni because he didn't stood beside the Gambian population nta majo ko diamu kono aya pang excuse le ka bu ko nyin kono so sai ikane ka kan la mo kin na me aban ko agreement wa amang bu ko kala muna ni mam lu baro tongo no me to men ni baro because it will be ni expect ko ni bisa nta fi kana personal tankol ni tul kono momo tambi do la same way baro me ke bole so ngana ko mola o jang na ko wati.
Okay, Amzi Abaraka, thank you. Let's go to Sibo Janki and Sibo Janki, welcome. Sibo ebe mute le.
Yeah, I'm not wala bonni kanu. Hello, assalamu alaikum Sayyidini.
Inimbara.
Okay, what I was trying to say, what I'm going to do, in Sani Banama Bidia, I'm going to know. That's a fellow message was here to Lana edit. Because I'm a day allow.
Yeah.
Look, can
Korigambia network commander.
MPP. Ika bula vote no manyame kamula. Network woman better.
Yeah, I'm getting you now. Akatala on and off, but
you are getting me. Okay. I'm coming for me to call. Knowing the NPP me long. Even you voters card will can for a reason. The reason is voters card will need number name. Because NPP ni ai silaba do ko wala so ta wala wala mtonya manso wala mtonya voters cattle mari nyol the holders bila tinkira ibe wala lon.
Okay,
ne on tela mira ro wala di kana as a politician and also fanan comme in beni be suke kan ni kata ni by election wala because wakati wan dula kilinet ndu ikan cross lenke cross so mbeni fenne kana kakate san ajareta NPP ko pela Maybe KF Finko GB. By election or GB, Balon Naleko, Dona Cartel, Tricota Bay Sunday, for whatsoever reason, Malong, but yes, Sunday. Because the KF Mondola store wallet, and then somebody from NPP said this to us, go, Nala KF Tinyali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody said that to us.
Womo NPP Ngole?
Yeah, NPP Ngole. Call up but if you are able to work on KF, can make so I'll win the game and win the album win.
So it money understand Bira Konga Jetinya, wala in the Mola Catawol Sunday.
No one thing understand.
Okay.
Bilai, I was saying, hey, in the political game, the play can we can all because I have this confidence we are going to win that. But it can be 2 o'clock seat and when the voter GB, morning voter, the amount of vote casted. Birin la GB, Birin la MCC called me and told me when you Nangamole vote in KF, I said, we are going to lose.
Wow.
Because I have only me and I for my entire quality, Romi, no one in the Catel lesson.
So Sibojanke, presumably, is that understanding at what point shoot all I get about for?
So, you're not understanding to Ilani voters Qatar. Is still after voter study.
Okay.
It is a political party, me and structure. So, for example, near voters Qatar, mean that around Brikama not Mafangala. They will know the names and so if they in Kala and voters they will never vote for
NPP. Yeah.
It is our target.
Oh, Purkawala
target.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But at least they will have a percentage from Tolia.
Yeah. No. Italian explanation makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So, intenga wale suite andu. Now suite romo kana baide. This is what they are going to do. And nibi ta mo no mini alongo come like people like Sibo Janki Nyon. They might try, but nibi ne be penna feel mi alongo. Ninke man tankene aduna be koliana paki.
Ibafala, I cannot resist this.
Ha. So in wala bita mo kamini alongo fo alongo hani mo ne kata wala ne te carte faile. Iba wala target kandi. Imandare fo wala mo target.
Okay, Sibo Janki wodo ngame rantol fana but ndo katala jang, but we have to come up with something. Yeah, ndo katala jang. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you for explaining that. And I think knowing this thing, then UDP will have to stop it, but we will not discuss that here openly anyway. Because what is Niwo wrong, then definitely Barrow is going to get half edge over us. And don't Sibo Yenye for the headache mu wallet. Sibo Janko is 100% right. Barobe worrying West Coast right now. West Coast. Baro is not worried about the CRR. Amanda worried about URR. Amanda worried. Barola primary attention is no wonder they are doing this scaffolding and everything in West Coast a lot and parts of KMC. So, but Sibo Jankelani explanation makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because why is Baro launching this thing this Saturday to give loans to women? 11 months to election. There's a reason behind it. Abla, you have the floor now. Program. So.
I'm sorry. I just came in now. Okay.
They're gonna late night show. Baringo, Aji Bugachon, are you here? Aji Bugachon, just now young man said, Aji, don't you call in? Aji, for this correct like political blah level, say.
Aji, no.
Okay. Nga sister from Janaba. Afana request to kill no. Ari mala na request to Juna say nga afana tata.
Combo is the kingmaker, you know.
Yeah.
From from Kalaji to Katong Banjo, it's not a coincidence. Purkaje ko party fulayebo or party shabayebo kombokono or party nan kamudimulu. I'm not coincident. You know, because what they are thinking is that can divide UDP.
How what a strategy? Yeah.
What a strategy. And those politicians, I don't know how sincere or genuine they are to Gambians. They say they'll be politicians, political party leaders. That's because you cannot jump.
Okay. Since lately, Ajita saying Aji is in your group. Okay. Since like na bandaba fans all ye be tally some bela platform. Bela platform. No. Aji was with them last night until 7 a.m. Ngamera you having a show last night. Bala platform of bole la TikTok la yal block sis.
Aji is in America, so the time.
Yeah, the time difference. Yeah,
Yes. So one of the strategy because the long combo election of it like become area council right now. It's a jet free their politics. If Nyaji back for car falling, then Baro have to do a lot.
Yeah, but apply. Comment si boka me explain the nyata klot la je because
no si boka mo ngamo
yalo nying ante believe the cause kaya via carrewol sanjele.
Yes, it's possible.
Yeah, no, sanjele because nte bring results all fundita. I spoke to one senior official in the party. Akonye ko bandola mol man fundi man kato fai. Ate afo nyama. So kaya UDP number of votes nyanda ben sola kaya ni mo stono be LPP win na njele. But itata na mol le noma. It's very sad in this day and age. Those
on the ground also one time make solar Sometimes, your voter's card is yours. So, but things like this, none later 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the election, and yanta make sure that more jelly be many carton file and tell it because I have my war about it. So with 5.
Yeah, sis la ko phone for and the but ja sis la ntenga be la phone nata no third candidate o malone. Then you know not alliance maybe nanunjela but wo independent men lot wole kate wotinyaji.
Yes. Yes, all that in the bottom win for you.
Because the difference was just one vote.
No, I mean, in terms of voters, minimum 5
Wala siata ha.
Yeah, so in election near like presidential or whatever so you know, so certainly you know, government they learn. So not an election also wrong because we are not going election to see but playing any monkey election come to serious. But when you come to presidential, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
They optimistic government.
So before Alcaran late night solar apply.
No, I was in there even.
Sisla wole kara late night solar. Okay.
Sometime, but then this week now, maybe some was involved.
Okay, but you apply. Good night.
And the others, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Good night. Thank you.
What was your topic today?
Oh no, I spoke about Barola inducement. I've been having kalating. I talk about
living loans.
Yeah, these loans that they are giving out to NPP can go. Of course, we talk about IEC. We talk about general information. The Gambia coalition issue came. Some MPP supporters came here, and some people you. I don't know whether you missed the callers who were saying that UDP Manyana for a coalition of the so there was a bit of debate.
I don't discuss with those people.
No, they came in. They joined, and then they brought the topic. So
yes,
it's okay.
Yes, you know, so don't gonna deal with them.
Yeah.
You know, you know, and also a man of faith is in kind of topic because I see Fanela near electoral laws the responsibility of parties, things that's the parties compulsory on them to do as a registered party. Because party among secretaries in the 5 regions.
No, IEC have a lot of issues. IEC.
So, you party do register. A lot of from last year. Last election, all money na lora. Not a tonya with the point to Kuleba all at register. I don't know, like my party at the bike. Yeah, I'm also not but in particular, all money natala because almost they don't meet that criteria. Yes, so they are favored to contest the presidential election. So, how corrupt this system is. But I'm more than the cardium for IEC because the electoral laws law for coming in and so it also how can you register a party? You know, IEC accept. I see the phone can election from more because
and Yalon, this IEC chairman is very tight-lipped about. He doesn't say much. He become a diamola. He doesn't grant interviews. He doesn't talk. They don't come out with statements. They are
allegedly corrupt to the neck.
Yeah, there is lack of transparency about this.
IEC. Otherwise, those people go is a very good Christian, but they have moral when they generally. You know, when you see the money,
go for apply. These people have the auditors report have confirmed.
Allegedly, they are corrupt. So
no, it's not. This one is not allegedly. The auditors have reported hundreds of millions of dollars is paid into their private accounts.
Yes.
And these are the guys presiding over elections. You know, Gambia, we are not a serious nation.
Yes. I think the opposition, sometimes opposition there is some court. They make sure these people cannot lead. They cannot lead.
But look, Isaac, Ablai, it's only UDP pretty much like a legal action against the government. Some of these oppositions, they don't do anything. They have become a radio and television political parties granting interviews at radios and whatever. How can you have a political party? All you do is to go on television talking. You don't organize meetings. You become meeting organized. You cannot organize a single political party meeting. You don't participate in grassroots politics. You understand? All you do is to go online, TikTok, go online radio and grant interviews, or go to Peter Gomez program, and you call yourself a political entity.
Yes.
It's just a joke, you know. Yeah.
So, ngano je say ka festival wala ba data pro mo jaman la ko mo ko sia so kata festival do ale no groupe ko mo le nadal
be to ndiro la de abla to ndiro bula you know
so pro festival bi kere
kana como sono samana njam
no como sono this what I show this is what I show man.
Okay.
You know, come on, boy.
Yeah.
You can't fool nobody. Nobody can fool. Come on, man, to tolerate them.
Okay. Anyway.
But you go in like a topic at this one.
No, the IEC, bang.
No, this IEC and the electoral laws. Why should a party money nyantema for a party law? A contest election. So last year, I was like, okay, any particular order, the main double but any particular 5 years no sort like
but yalo IEC, there are a lot of applications there, they are pending, and they haven't responded to any of these people yet.
Yes.
You know, Kemamadi Bojang application is pending.
Yes.
UMC application is pending, and who else? NUP will register already. That is Lamin. Lamin is safe because I think they made him leader of NUP register. SFL party will rally behind generally. So Jana no APP. Your APP is already registered. So they did it in a clever way. They did it in a clever way. They just attached themselves to it. They got angry with me, but Ablaja metamu NUP leti wala keta Lamin J Dabo Yateleta. APP is I forgot the name of their leader, but it all registered. Yeah. So what Sobe had did.
Do they have secretariat in the whole
what Sobe just said APP Sobe because Sobe they don't want to go through the hassle that Yellow UMC is going through it now. Because they told they are waiting, they are on the waiting list. Mari Jawar is also Nabe told my life we were waiting list. They told that in a very strategic way.
No, but Sobe contested last election.
No, they did not contest. SFL contested as an independent.
As an independent?
Yeah.
Not the party?
No.
Okay.
Because Ima register. So
they were saying so okay.
No, I go for the wrong, but Ima register. So it's what I need at APP. Yellow APP register. So yeah.
But APP for near if they scrutinize it, it doesn't meet. They don't meet.
No, most of these parties don't meet even fulfill criteria because I don't think they have bureaus everywhere. Yeah.
Because
and we have another one called Gambia Era. Is it Gambia Era Party? Gambia guy, the political party of Gabanji.
Last time I have been to Smile Back Gambia.
Okay.
He was in America, Malawi for UN number. Akata had in $14 million to come to Akafo. It all come through my file. If you are working in UN office, UN office. If something come, you are through your file. It will do. You know, about Bragla. Would not say I don't. Most Musival Kamola President. Akati idea means apart from presidential election, parliamentary election, all the rest of the election. No party.
Yala apply left in Jabi Dula Kilinella. They left in Jabi Dula Kilinella. Seriously.
Stupid politician. I'm sorry, I'll say this.
Yala Lavida in Jabi Dula Kilinella. Well, how come you are seeking for the highest office apply? This is a big puzzle for me. You are seeking for the highest office, the office of the president, to the extent that you are demanding that you should lead the coalition. Yeah. But you don't have the courage, okay, to even go and put up a candidate in a by-election.
You ask Gambians about that. Every government should ask yourself.
No, but this is something. These people should they should look at themselves in the mirror, because look, even if you're going to lose, go and put up a fight, and people you will even know if I'm a person. That's where you will try to weigh yourselves on the scale and see your popularity. But popularity is not coming on TikTok online. I'm winning the hearts and minds of the people. A lot of people are coming. Oh, these polls, they are long go this online, this poll survey, polls will make another. But you cannot go and contest in Kiang. You didn't contest in Banjul by election. You didn't do it in Fonyi, and you have the audacity to demand that UDP should step aside and you do the coalition. No, it's utterly nonsensical.
Yes, it is.
You understand? Let's be serious. You cannot even put up a candidate.
Yes.
You cannot put up a candidate in an election. Councillorship election, you don't even from a test. And your supporters have to go online to say that my leader should lead the coalition. You know what?
They don't want to spend
it's laughable. It is laughable. These people should. I think I would be ashamed to even advocate for that online. I would be ashamed. I would be ashamed of myself to go and support a candidate. He cannot even go and test the waters politically.
I'm telling you.
But I go online, this candidate should lead. I would be ashamed of that. I don't know others. I would be ashamed.
Really.
It's laughable.
They have the capacity. It's laughable. Laughable, shameful also. Because really, it's not a joke.
I don't. Okay, today if
politician lead, a coalition will lead. Party of the you meet all the criteria. Activity benefit or banko electoral bella. Because electoral ninkake, president monkey, electoral minfarankake, the first of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Near the UDP, they have those mayors and chairman today. Welcoming, some the credit come to UDP.
Yeah.
Yakubo Dabo is working. Talib is working, even though now he's not with UDP. Rahim Maliklo. So it's a call. It's a model payment keawala. It's a flood from government. Who are you? For the government, the Yatamara government.
Yeah.
It's a main finding. You don't ask yourself, who are you? I will lead the coalition. What have you done? Because the malum bekeri.
Yeah, but seriously,
this is every government can easy finding car. I've been all right, Tambi coalition on your movie at Tambindi, and then among deputies, and then among councillors, Sako mayor. At a kind of election that 2 years or 1 year, 6 months, you would a motor done.
And I think there's a bit of arrogance. I think there is arrogance in that.
Yes, it's a bit arrogant.
Yes, there's arrogance in that because you haven't done anything politically. Look, today, if DOI is demanding leadership, I will have an understanding because DOI have proven that they have contested, they won parliamentary seats, even though, but they have gone and tested themselves to the electorates. Yeah. I would understand that. Yes. But if a law election or at one point, deputy do any demand, I will not have anything. But you don't have this test, and you have the arrogance to say this party should just step aside and you lead the coalition. It's arrogance 101.
I think they should look at they should start at a fungible mirror because London was a multi. International exposure to the mood, even Google Dunia Kono Molma Mike.
Yeah.
And they find the Funke Mil Malo, what is this wall? Will be given as something big. We look at them as nothing. Really. Anyway,
Abla Soko that is Ebola. Inila Mosita later debate Facebook, Ela friend.
That guy is very infatuated with this
Guy la friend say atole ka ñoo debate Facebook to yeah, invite for what? Anyway, good night, Ablaye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we're gonna draw the curtain here. Keba Savali later dundana gonna program of Keba is in Gambia, sign out dundana Molbena program of Sorona. Been here for 3 hours, 22 minutes. Allah barakabake for weekend or inshallah. We'll have another program during the weekend. Allah barakabake, thank you so much, Gambia, and thank you to people mainly call Kenam. Thank you to Bantabala audience. Still at the tail end of the program, a lot of people are tuning, but so I feel like your program be depending on. Then one UDP agenda be on the next program. Then Lolo then I'm gonna expand what is the agenda for a UDP government imminently. Nga call kata agenda. Keba sabale gambe benyari. Keba ler kan Gambia de. All right, ala baraka bake. So my program of compile agenda for what it do. Nimbenta janko denk. Alma sudo karosi ala. Ala baraka. Aleta melkada TikTok late night show al sida old.